Out the roots, he let the beats build, bitch, and we never switch. Even if I'm rich, I'll be broke like I'm Mitch. Niggas talking down, but that's headed in the wrong direction. But I knock that shit out like the boxing section, cause they can't touch what they can't see. All I gotta do is be the same me. All I gotta do is keep it G, always be the same me. While I'm solid, boy, they can't change me, no.
What's going on? What's going on, man? We live from the boxing section, man. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Yes, sir. Yeah, man. Hey, we had to let it marinate, let it cook, see if we can get a few more people in here, things like that. Sir and Bo, salute to you, big dog, for being the first one to slide through and show some love. Boxing, what's going on with you, man? Now we up at it, ready to go. Let me put this link in the chat so y'all can join the panel if y'all want to. The link is in the chat. You dig? And we in this thing. Fight week. You already know it's fight week in this bitch. So we are heading to Vegas. Tiger Johnson, Duke Reagan, Steven Nelson, Jamel Herring. So we looking good, man. This weekend is definitely gonna be good. Within the next couple of weeks, man, I'm about to remodel my shit. I'm about to get everything decked out. We're gonna bring this shit back to where we need to be. Got some new shit coming, so I'm gonna try to get some shit together, man. Try to do this thing, get the set ready. You know what I mean? I'm trying to really dig in on the set, so we're gonna do that. Wait for everybody to come through. Of course, we got Mex coming in here. We got DJ coming in here, of course. So yeah, man, we finna just do what we got to do, like we always do. Shout out to Kevin Samuels, man. I've been listening to Kevin Samuels all fucking day. Man, what a great loss. You know what I mean? Man, a great mind that was lost, man. I mean, he gave us some shit. He gave us some good shit. We got somebody coming through here, man. All positive. Stay positive. Keep it positive. My man, All Positive Network. Salute to you, big dog.
What's going on, fella? How you living, man?
Oh, man, we living, trying to make it work.
Yeah, man. I missed the show last night. I was on another joint, man, but I missed the joint, man. I apologize for my behavior.
No, it's all good, man. We just did an hour. We just did a quick hour. You know what I'm saying? We did a quick hour
So
and
what's
got up out of here.
what's the topic tonight, man? What we talking about, man? We talking about Wilder. We talking about your favorite fighter, Keith Thurman. What we doing?
Chill, champ, chill. We talking about everything but Keith Thurman. You know,
I can't stand that guy, man. I swear.
I hate that fucking guy. We're supposed to have a guest on, man. My homeboy and his son supposed to hop on. He's a great amateur boxer. Let me do that real quick. We'll try to call him back real quick. Go ahead, you can cook a little bit though. All positive.
Oh yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to tell everybody, you know what I'm saying, it's such a great channel, man, the boxing section, man. Yo, and check out my channel if y'all get the chance. I'm not trying to plug my channel, yo, because Cal, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna return
No,
the
nigga,
favor.
plug it. God damn it.
Yeah,
Plug that motherfucker.
I'm gonna return the favor. I'm gonna plug your channel on my channel. You check out All Positive
Plug that
Network.
motherfucker, dog.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I got my co-host Amber, you know what I'm saying? We talk about life, relationships, you know what I'm saying, from a male and a female perspective. You know, that's what we do when we talk about hip hop, because I'm like 16 years older than her, so she doesn't know that much. So that's what, it's a good thing you have two people from two different eras and grew up different, and we could teach each other things, That's what it's about. So yeah, I'm just plugging my channel, man, and like I said, I'm gonna return the favor, and I'm gonna plug your channel on my channel and little views I got, man, and we gonna get there. You know what I'm saying? So ladies' night is not now, but it's tomorrow night, right? Damn, Kyle, you making a phone call. Oh, okay. Well, Felicia.
Here I come. I'm about to come back
Okay.
on. With the joint.
So ladies' night tomorrow night, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, I'll be tuning in to ladies' night, man. I'll be talking about some interesting stuff, man. I dig it, the R&B music and all that.
Oh, we got to. Kev, what up, Kev? Let me put that link in the chat one more time, man. Let me put the link in the chat one more time. Yeah, Felicia Cat, she the one, Felicia Caston, you know what I mean? It's my homegirl, my ace boom cool. She all the way in Atlanta, so it's hard for her to get on the show. But man, I can't wait for y'all to hear her perspective on some things. She was responsible for the countdown. She made that for me.
Okay.
So
that's good, man. That's cool.
The best is yet to come. Man, yeah, I'm about to try to remodel this thing, man. I'm gonna try to get some ideas of what I'm finna do.
But yo, I like what you're doing with the whole female thing, man, because that really gave me my idea to do what I do. I stole that from you, actually. You know, to have a female co-host, but she's up there with me all the time. You know,
That's dope. It's dope. It's dope. Yeah, man. I got 2 women hosts, man, and it's amazing. But what I got to do on my channel, I got to do the bait and switch.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I got to do the bait and switch where I got to act like I'm talking about boxing, but then bring it in.
Yeah, because
Without further ado, though, the motherfucking juggernaut. You know what I'm saying? The sex symbol, the sex icon, the women. Big nasty. You know what I'm saying? Mr. It ain't gonna go how you think it's gonna go. You know what I'm saying? If you don't eat your girl ass, he will. You know what I'm saying? The best co-host around. You already know who we're talking about. You understand what I'm saying? Now, one of these pictures I ain't gonna show because of what happened this weekend. But I'm gonna show the other ones though. That's how we getting down. My motherfucking dog. Your grandmama's favorite grandson. Your stepmama's favorite stepson. You know what I'm saying? DJ, what's happening, big dog?
What up, DJ?
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, man? You know what I mean? So what picture were you not gonna show? Don't change that till my guy Young Holy got knocked out, man.
Oh man, that hurt me, man. He got knocked out, man. That hurt me bad.
Yeah. Everybody was like, "Yeah, that was that." He made a rookie mistake.
What kind of pass were they talking about?
I don't know. Kyle, mute your mic. APN, what's going on, bro? Talk to me, man. What did you think about the Undisputed fight this past weekend?
Oh, me personally, as I was watching the fight, I thought that I didn't think it was. Everybody told me the scorecard was bad. Now, I thought Charlo was winning majority of the rounds, but as I was watching the fight, I'm thinking, man, Castaño's taking a lot of punishment, but I don't know if his body's gonna hold up. And the whole time I'm watching, I'm thinking like, he's taking some punishment, and I don't know. He's going to catch something that's not going to hurt. It's not going to be hard, but it's going to hurt him late. And his body's just going to give out on him. And that's what happened.
Absolutely. I thought that body work that Charlo invested in those first 4 rounds, I thought that started to take a toll. And more so than anything, I think when Castaño tried to steal the rounds like he did last time, when he let loose that flurry within the last minute of the round, Charlo was fighting back. Or he'd grab him, walking back, and then turn him. He started leaning on him a little bit. You know what I mean? Walking back, turning, and just getting his back off the ropes. Because shout out to Derek James. He listened to Derek James this time, listened to his corner. But he did a great job of adjusting to what Castaño did in that first fight, man. So shout out to him, shout out to his team. And now he's the king at super welterweight. And I look forward to seeing him at middleweight here soon, man, because I don't think he's going to stay down in that division.
One thing I noticed Charlo was doing is that he was sidestepping. He would step here and he was sidestepping a lot. He didn't do that in the first fight. know what I'm saying? It was like when Castaño would throw, he's like, okay, he's not gonna stand in front of him. He was step to the left, he would step to the right and show him angles. And he didn't do that in the first fight. I like that. But even though this doesn't mean, even this knockout doesn't mean that Castaño's done, because he still beats a lot of guys at 154 in the top 10.
Say what now?
I said Castaño still beats a lot of guys in the top 10 at 154.
Absolutely. I think he beats Tim Tszyu. And like he said Saturday, Tim Tszyu and Fundora ain't ready for Charlo. Well, and I completely agree with him, especially
Fundora's chin is way too up in the air, man. This guy doesn't know what defense is, man. And I don't think he lasts more than 5 or 6 rounds. I give him 6 rounds at the most, maybe 5. And then once, because everybody's picking Fundora from what he did at Lubin, but once, if Charlo fights him and Charlo beats him, it's going to be like, well, he was never special anyway. No, I don't want to hear that. I don't, and I like Fundora. I like him. I like Fundora, but I don't think he's not ready for Charlo. No way.
Absolutely not. All right, the next guy I'm about to bring on.
Whoa.
Hey, hold on. You do my intro. I do Max's intro.
Nah, nigga, no, don't be beside yourself, man. Hold on now. What is going on out here, man?
No, man, fuck that. Let me do the intro, man.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
No, I don't want to do it no more.
In the words of the great philosopher DJ, he is the architect of aggravation. You know what I'm saying? His purpose is to piss people off. He ain't worth shit. He ain't shit. But the only thing he good at is pissing off Troy Graham, and we love that about him. The one and only. He's an American. He said, fuck your black issues, fuck racism, and fuck reparations. You don't like him, but you love him. Max, what's going on, man?
Max, what's up?
Fuck you. I'm going to give you a double Stone Cold real quick. Don't be throwing that smut on my name, half-breed.
Oh, man.
Hey, I would reap the benefits of slavery and the money which would come. You know, there's a lineage.
Oh, you got the lineage, you got the paperwork. Okay.
Yeah, my great-great-grandpa was a piece of shit.
Okay, but what if the white side of your family was slave owners? Does that cancel it out?
Well, I mean, he fucked my great-great-grandma and then sold her son. I mean,
wow.
What if Keith Thurman actually drops his nuts and decides to go in there and get knocked out by Boots? What then?
He's supposed to be fighting Ugas. That's what Bluebird said today. That was a rumor.
Why?
Man, Ugas' face broke.
Man, Ugas ain't fighting no time soon, man. Yo, I like Blue Blood. Blue Blood, man. But
wait. So if Keith Thurman beats Ugas, he don't get no credit because Ugas coming back from a face break?
No credit.
Oh, but we give credit for Earl and
who?
No, he'll get credit, but that ain't who that he'll get credit, but that ain't who he's supposed to be fighting, and you know that.
No. Yeah, that's not who he was fighting.
He ain't gonna get no title shot off beating Ugas.
He keep a high ranking.
He won't get no title shot off beating Ugas.
That's a top 5 contender.
Cool. Yeah, he's top 5. I agree with that. He's top 5.
Cool. He won't get no title shot off beating Ugas.
None of them gonna get no title shot anyway. There's only two people that can get title shots in that division right now, and it's Earl Smith and Bud Crawford. That's it.
Right, but
everyone else got to deal with
each other. If Keith Thurman really want to skip the line, he know who he got to go get.
Yeah, I don't think he's interested.
And it ain't fucking Ugas.
I think he's gonna wait for Bud to get those belts, and then vacate them, and then there's 4 belts up for grabs. He'll get one, Boots get one, whatever, and because Bud's gonna go up there and beat Charlo too.
Hey, check this out. This is what I've wondered. How come when all the belts are vacated, why can't they just have one mass fight for all the belts? I mean, I know there's different number 1 contenders for each of the belts, but why do the sanctioning bodies want the belts separated? That's what I don't understand.
Just get Mauricio Sulaiman on here. Ask that motherfucker.
Or they can have like a tournament. They can have the tournament like Don King had, even when it was 4 champions. But you can have some kind of tournament with 2 guys fighting for 2 belts and the other 2 guys fighting for 2 belts. But come on, man. You know, unifications take 2 or 3 years, man. We don't need to go through this again.
Which is the crazy part. It shouldn't take that long.
But yeah, I agree. But it does. You know, it does, man. Because I think the last tournament that we had for like all the belts was like in 2001. You know, Bernard Hopkins fought Keith Holmes, and then Trinidad fought William Joppy, and it was like two separate cards. And then the winner of those fights met up in September of 2001. It was Trinidad and Hopkins, but it was only 3 belts, you know. But I mean, that's got. But at the same time, all of them were under Don King, so that made it easier. Don King controlled the middleweight division, so that really what made it easier. You know, Bob Arum controls WBO and and other sanctioned bodies, and Silverman is basically selling his belt to the highest bidder and whatever. So it is what it is.
Man, I'm more pissed off about Josh Taylor not fucking vacating like he was supposed to. Fucking bitch. Getting on my nerve, man. I want him to get out the way so all hell can break loose. I don't want to see him.
He vacated one of the belts.
He did?
They stripped his ass. No, they stripped him.
Yeah, because he didn't want to fight the mandatory, so
he did. A $200,000 purse bid. Would you fight him?
Hey,
I'll do it real quick. I'll do it tomorrow real quick. Beat his ass. I'm out.
Nah, but see, you got to think about it. He got to pay his sparring partners and all this stuff, and he got to pay the sanctioning fees on 4 titles. So that $200,000 is going to go quick, and his trainer, and manager, he might walk away with 30, 40, 50,000 out of that, if that.
So, I mean, so yeah, he dropped that belt or stripped or whatever. So he ain't got the WBA belt no more, but he still got the WBC, IBF, and WBO. And I think his WBC mandatory is next, which is going to be Jose Zepeda. So,
So
I think Top Rank is looking at making that Jose Zepeda and Josh Taylor fight sometime later in the summer. Shout out to my guy L Dub with the news as always.
I think Jose Zepeda can beat Josh Taylor, man.
Man, a lot of people can beat that Josh Taylor we just saw lose to Jack Catterall.
Yeah.
A lot of people can beat that guy.
Hey, that's the only time you've seen that, though.
I mean, no, because I you know what's
Don't
crazy?
hate on Josh
I went
Taylor,
back
man.
and watched that Prograis fight today. I think Prograis beat his ass. Now the Prograis
it was close though. It wasn't a
It was a
robbery.
close fight.
Close.
It was a close fight.
Prograis won that fight. I think Prograis won that fight.
It was close. It was close.
Yeah, but you know what I mean, but it's all good though, man. I hate that he's not moving up because I was looking forward to seeing that Subriel Matias and Jeremias Ponce fight for the IBF title. I was looking forward to seeing Zepeda versus Prograis for the WBC title. And I was looking forward to seeing Jose Ramirez and Liam Paro for the WBO title. I was looking forward to seeing all these fights, man. But it looks like they're gonna have to fight each other with nothing on the line other than pride and all this type of shit. So,
well, there is good news because I know y'all hate hearing me talk about my favorite division in boxing, junior bantamweight 115. That's my favorite division. But you know that
man, you like to watch little boys fight, man.
Nah, but that really is the best, like the division where everybody fights each other. But it was announced Rung Visar is facing Joshua Franco. That was announced the other day. And on top of that, my bad, Strada's facing Franco, and Rung Visar is facing Rodriguez. And that's like the number 2, the number 5, and number 6 fighter. And Donnie Nietzsche is facing Ioka. He's like the number 3 in the division. And all these guys are top 10 fighters. 6 top 10 fighters is facing each other within the next few months. And most of the guys have fought each other in that division, like Chocolatito and Estrada and Rung Visar and Quadras. But Quadras is no longer in the top 10 because Bam just destroyed him, so he's out of the top 10 now. But all these guys are facing each other, and I don't understand why every division isn't like 115.
I mean, shit, you can pay them $300,000 and they'll all fight each other.
Yeah, because all of them have beat each other. There are no under. All of them have faced not all of them, but most of them have faced each other. The top 4 fighters have 3 fighters have faced each other, and they've all interchangeably beat each other. So they're not worried about protecting their undefeated records.
Yeah, I know those guys are highly skilled fighters, or you get somebody I just recently found out within like the last, I don't know, 5-6 months that Chocolatito was still fighting. Like
Yeah, yeah, that's what this is the division I'm talking about. Yeah,
Chocolatito on HBO years ago. I did not know he was still fighting.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. He's at 115.
I don't watch nothing below 118, bro. I don't keep up with nothing below 118.
But he was a junior flyweight when he was at on HBO. But his first loss came to Rungvisai. Rungvisai beat him in decision, and then Rungvisai knocked him out in the next fight. And then Estrada beat him in the last fight.
The cat from Thailand, right?
Yeah. He knocked him out in the second fight they fought, and then he lost his third fight to Estrada, his last loss. But he already beat Estrada previously, and Estrada had beat. And Rungvisai beat Estrada, and then Estrada beat him in the rematch for the ring title. And so all those guys, they're interchangeably beating each other and fighting each other, the top fighters.
Yeah, man, I just don't be watching nothing below 118.
Yeah, I know a lot of guys.
You know what? I dig your enthusiasm. I dig it because a lot of people say 115 got the four kings, man, with Estrada, Chocolatito, and them two other guys.
Yeah,
even though I'll watch certain fighters, but I don't keep up with the division. Like Chocolatito and Bam Rodriguez, I'll keep up with those guys, right?
Yeah.
But I don't really, and Estrada, and I'll keep up with those guys, but I really don't pay attention to the division. Unlike 122, where you got 118 and 122, like you got Nonito Donaire and Inoue coming up.
And Casemiro too. He's up there.
Casemiro's still out there. And then you got Cool Boy Steph about to fight on June 4th.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's going to be a good fight with him and Danny Roman. Then I want to see what happens, whether
he's going to beat the shit out of Danny Roman.
Man, look, man, come on.
Danny Roman ain't no joke.
Listen, everybody bleeds. You know, anything can happen, especially, your man Cool Boy Steph going to make the fight harder than it has to be.
Yeah. He doesn't have that pop, man. Because, I don't think the Figueroa fight was a robbery. I think it was give and take. But
he beat Figueroa.
Yeah, he beat Figueroa. Obviously,
Figueroa was walking forward in that fucking uppercut all night, man.
Yeah, all night. It was no robbery. But on Fulton, man, I don't think he has the. Danny Roman, he ain't really got a lot of pop either. But like I say, it can go either way.
It ain't going no way, bro.
I got Fulton for the win. Obviously, I got Fulton winning this.
It ain't even gonna be close, man. Watch what I tell you. Gonna box that nigga head off.
I got Fulton for the win.
Whatever style Casemiro decide, not Casemiro, I'm looking at the chat. Whatever style Danny Roman decided to come in with, that's the same shit Fulton gonna do. He gonna beat him using his style. So that's just it seems like he takes pride in that, man. Even though he can box, he is a good boxer. He takes pride in fighting guys the way they like to fight. So I want to see him and Rais Salim mix it up, but then again, I kind of don't. I kind of want to see him go for Undisputed.
Undisputed. Agmadalev, man, that's the fight that needs to take place, but it'd probably be some time, man. I don't think these guys are afraid of each other, but you know how politics of boxing is. I don't think either guy's afraid of each other.
Absolutely. Hey, little side note, real quick, man. I know if y'all got kids, please take your kids to go see the movie The Bad Guys. The shit is absolutely hilarious. But back to boxing.
Never heard of it.
Boots. So realistically, what would y'all like to see happen for Boots next? According to my guy L-Dub, it's probably gonna be Cody Crowley.
Dude, this is what I've been saying. Boots, Ben, and Ortiz have been pros for 6 years. And neither one of these guys have fought another top 10 fighter.
Boots has.
No, he hasn't.
And Kavaliauskas has.
Who? What top 10 fighter?
Not Kavaliauskas, but Virgil Ortiz. Virgil Ortiz beat Kavaliauskas, even though I ain't impressed with that.
I don't think Kavaliauskas was a top 10 fighter in the division, though. He was never a top 10 welterweight.
Yeah, he was.
He was a top 10 by a sanctioning body. I never seen Kavaliauskas.
Okay. See, that's what I'm talking
about. I'm talking about like top 10 within the ring rankings, like 1 through 10.
It's a weak ass division, man. It's one of the weakest divisions probably right now. They're just top heavy.
Yeah, but but even though it's top heavy, these guys Ben, Ennis and Ortiz have not fought any other top 10 fighter. It's still.
Is it their fault?
I don't know who fault it is. I really don't know. But that's really unacceptable because you have, and I'm not saying these guys are as good as Sugar Ray or De La Hoya, but you got to think by Sugar Ray's 4th year, he was fighting Tommy Hearns, and Tommy Hearns was fighting him by their 4th year as a pro. I know everybody can't be.
You also got to remember that he got that Olympics stimulus package too, right?
Yeah.
So by the time he turned pro, he was already one of the most popular fighters in the world, and it was only a question, a matter of time when he was going to be fighting Tommy Hearns. It wasn't whether or not the fight will actually happen. Like, we actually questioned whether or not Boots and Keith Thurman will happen. We actually questioned whether or not Virgil and Conor Benn will actually happen. Like,
don't forget, throw Stanley Onis up in there while we at it.
We can throw Stanley Onis in there too.
Yeah,
a lot of people forget about him.
Yeah,
especially after what
his fight was a good one, man. Yeah, that was a good fight.
Yeah. We actually questioned whether or not these guys are going to fight each other. There was no question back then. It was just a matter of when. It's a shame that Keith Thurman tried to act like he didn't know who Jaron Ennis was. It's a shame that Conor Benn he said he wants a top 5 welterweight, but then called out Danny Garcia and Adrian Broner. He was trying to fight Kell Brook, but Kell Brook said, "Nope, fuck you, I'm retired." So Conor Benn is gonna hide overseas, and
like all UK fighters do. Like they all do.
I mean, a lot of UK fighters don't. You'll get every now and then you'll get somebody like a Josh Taylor who will come over here and who will fight. He'll mix it up, or we'll have or the guy, or he'll fight some guys from America over there. But I just think Conor Benn's gonna hide overseas until it's time for him to come over here and get slept. By that time, Boots and Virgil would have refined their craft, and I just don't think he's on their level, man.
Yeah, and my biggest problem too with 147 is that we have 7 undefeated fighters in the top 10. That is ridiculous. No other division has 7 undefeated fighters. In UFC, you will never see 7 undefeated fighters in the top 10 in UFC.
Absolutely not.
Never.
Absolutely not. Boots and Virgil would have fought each other already.
Exactly.
So, all these guys would have fought each other. Keith Thurman, if you're a former champion, you've been out 2.5, 3 years, guess what? You get to come back and fight somebody in the top 5. How you like it?
Yeah.
If this was MMA,
Because MMA is always, to me, you're always seeing a top 10 fight, like in a pay-per-views, even if it's number 6 against number 7 or whatever. It's always the top 10 against the top 10. You'll never see a champion fight a guy that no one has heard of on a pay-per-view.
Absolutely.
Thurman want to skip the line and fight Crawford and Spence, but it ain't gonna work like that. You gotta see Boots or Virgil, one of these young cats.
Absolutely. Speedy Rashidi. Hey, I know boxing. I didn't forget Speedy Rashidi. I think that's a
Thurman
good
and Ugas.
Huh?
It's gonna be Thurman and Ugas. PBC. Keep it PBC.
Speedy Rashidi is PBC.
No, I'm talking about they ain't gonna feed Thurman or Ugas to Boots.
No, they want to feed Thurman to Boots, but Thurman ain't gonna go for it.
They tried to feed Thurman the Boots last year, and he wasn't going for it. So
yeah, they know what they have in Boots. That's a future superstar. They want to
Boots is in PBC though.
He's with Showtime. They're affiliated. So they want to feed him to, but I feel like you're gonna have to pay Thurman like the same amount you would pay him to fight a Spencer or a Crawford. That's the only way you're gonna get him in there with Boots.
Absolutely.
And they're not gonna pay him.
You're gonna have to give Thurman $4 or $5 million to get him in there with Boots.
Yeah, I feel like it's worth the investment though.
It would pay off in the long run because you're gonna create a bigger star in Jaron Ennis.
Exactly.
Once Boots sits there and knocks him out in 8 or 9 rounds, you're gonna create a bigger star.
But what if Thurman beats Boots?
That ain't gonna happen.
Well, then Thurman is who we thought he was.
No, look, I'm not saying I would put my money on Boots, but
I
I
will
saw
fucking laugh my ass off and come here and clown on all you.
but I
motherfuckers
saw
with that.
something in a Boots fight. I saw something in Boots, not his last fight, the fight prior that I did not like because
You
when he
said
got
too
his
much.
opponent. When he got his opponent hurt, he caught his flush right hand that he didn't need to catch.
You know who you sound like right now?
Who?
Mikey Garcia.
Oh no,
I
no,
saw
no!
something.
No, I'm not saying I can beat Boots. I'm not saying
I'm
I
just
would beat
kidding.
him.
I'm just kidding, bro.
I know. I know. But I'm saying that I didn't like what I saw when he got his opponent hurt and he caught that
No,
flush right hand.
you're right. Sometimes Boots, he's so enamored with his talent that like he don't even care what's going on around him. He was just going for the finish. He
Yeah,
wasn't really worried what was coming back.
But you gotta be careful on the top levels, man. The top levels. This ain't the Lorme. This ain't fucking Gusio Clayton, bro. This ain't.
You're right.
Oh, this ain't
Hey,
that.
but I'll say this: he ate them 2 right hooks.
yeah. And
He got
what-
hit square in the face and didn't move.
yeah.
Move,
Didn't even flinch.
And as much as I don't like Keith Thurman, I think his right hand got some power in it. I don't think Boots can just take
Man,
that.
no,
flush.
it don't. It ain't got power like people think it got power.
I don't know, man.
He
He had-
knocked out Barrio.
Hey, he had
Hey.
Garcia rock though. He rocked Garcia, and Spence can rock Garcia. Even though Spence beat him easily, but he didn't rock Garcia like Thurman rocked him.
Danny Garcia was still coming into the weight back then. He was just moving up from 140 when he fought Keith Thurman. He wasn't too far from removed from fighting at super lightweight. So that's why it looked like it rocked Danny Garcia like that. So did he knock out Sean Porter?
Nah,
No.
I did.
Keith Thurman got some pop in his punches.
He got some pop, he got
Jumping
some
like
pop.
that now.
Man,
Not one
Keith
time
Thurman
no
is
more.
trash, man. Fuck that nigga.
No, I'm not
Now
a
we
Keith
know
Thurman
how
fan.
you feel about
Yeah,
it.
you
but
know,
still.
I'm not a Keith Thurman fan at all. I do not like the guy. You know what I'm saying? I don't like the guy, man.
I'm just
but
saying,
yeah.
Spence fans.
outside of that,
Spence
outside
fans.
of the Kell
Go
Brook
ahead.
win, I mean, all of Earl Spence's best wins were Thurman leftovers. So we're gonna give Spence credit. You gotta give Thurman credit. He fought him in their prime.
Well, he do got Kell Brook on that resume too.
That's what I said. Other than Kell Brook, first thing I said.
Oh yeah.
But we already mentioned that if Thurman beats Ugas after getting his faces smashed, it don't really count. So you can't give the credit to Earl.
Nah,
Forget
you
his
gotta
face
give him
busted by
credit
Triple G.
because you can tell it's not the same Thurman. So I'd give him credit if he beats Ugas.
Man, he came into that last fight in the shape of his life and looked like absolute dog shit. So
Exactly. That's why I give him credit.
man.
You talking about Ovis?
No, I'm talking about
Thurman.
Thurman.
Oh, yeah, he
beat the
did.
shit out of Barrios.
Hey,
Yeah. He
a
won the
midget
fight, but
knocked out
it wasn't convincing.
Barrios and you couldn't knock him
Yeah,
out.
he won the fight.
Tank
let
did
him
knock
go
him out
midget.
in the head punch.
Barrios was there for him to get knocked out, bro.
Yeah.
Barrios never
was there to
did
get
stop
knocked out.
to the head.
We had just seen Tank knock him out at a weight class below.
But a body punch. Tank hit harder than Spence.
He dropped him twice.
Tank hit harder than
Thurman.
Thurman.
No, he dropped him twice. He dropped him twice up top. Then he finished him with a body shot.
Mm.
Keith Thurman couldn't even do that.
Okay, but Tank hits harder than probably fucking 90% of the 147 division.
Okay, so stop. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Quit acting like Keith Thurman cracking like that.
No, I think he got.
I think he got some
He
pop.
need
I
to
think he
change
got
his
some
name.
pop.
That's
I
what
think
he
he got
need to
to
do.
be respected. You can't just walk in on him. Like,
Yeah,
His
you
name
don't
was
got
one time because he fight one time every 2 years.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm saying. Keith once a year.
One every 2 years. Yep.
Hey, but on the real though, fighting Thurman would be like better for the name brand. But as far as a test, I feel like
It
Stanley
won't
Jonas
be a
would be
test. It'll be a big name on Boots' resume. It will not be a test.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Thurman would be better for the name brand, but in terms of test, his skills, it would be Stanley Jonas.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's a
Yeah,
real
that's
test for Boots.
And that's a
real
doable
test for
fight.
Boots right now.
That's a
Yeah,
doable
that is
fight
doable
because
fight.
And I
Stanley
still
Jonas
think he
and
stomps
Boots
him out.
tonight.
Hey, that's a
Yeah, I
good fight,
think
but
he
do you
gets
think
him
it'll
out
happen?
Hey, Conor Ben would be a good free fight though.
Conor
Hell
Ben's not
no.
fighting.
Eddie
He's not
Hearn-
fighting
Conor Ben
Boots.
would get
No
Eddie
way.
Hearn ain't gonna let that shit happen.
He's not fighting
Eddie
Boots.
Hearn,
No way.
Not, man, ain't nobody touching
Promotion,
Conor Ben
okay.
until Conor Ben 35-0, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't
Right.
nobody touching Conor Ben.
They
Yep.
think he's gonna be a superstar.
They wait for them belts to go get up for grabs, and then he gonna try to grab
that's
one
it,
and hide
yeah.
overseas.
Yeah, Conor
He
Ben's
fight
gonna
number
be
6.
Conor
Hey, I
Ben's
did
gonna
hear
be
some
just
rumors.
like he's gonna be like Gilberto Ramirez. He's not gonna fight nobody until he get up there like his fight.
Hey, wait. Hey, speaking of belts, you saw that belt that Taylor vacated, whatever sanctioning body that was. they sent out something to like their top 10 ranked and said that they're gonna give them a little 15 minutes to tell them why they deserve a shot at the title.
Yeah, I seen that shit.
Why wouldn't it just be number 1 and 2?
It was the WBA. He vacated the WBA.
Man, the WBA is out of control, man. Don't they got like 4 or 5 champions?
Nah, they trying to consolidate all them belts. They used to. They used to.
Hey, but how are you not just gonna pick number 1 and number 2 instead of being like, all right, someone give me the best case in there? What do you?
I heard Jose Ramirez is going to 147, and they're trying to make him fight Ben.
Oh,
no,
that's a decent fight.
Man, Jose Ramirez, I don't know because he's right there in line. Like I said, if Josh Taylor somehow decides to vacate the rest of his belts, he's right there in line to fight for that WBO belt. So we'll see what happens.
He need to bring his big scary ass up to 47.
Who that?
Josh Taylor. This man is
5'11". Ain't nothing but ass whoopings waiting
to
on
fight who? 147 for what?
Cause he a weight bully.
Man,
I can't call him a weight bully. If you make weight, I can't call you a weight bully.
But who would he beat at 147?
He barely surviving these fights at 140.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
He know what's up at 147.
Yeah, he knows.
Would you be in a hurry if you knew it wasn't nothing but ass whoopings waiting on you outside? Would you be in a hurry to go outside?
Yeah, you're right. That's why he want to stay at 140 now because he knows the Spence Crawford fight's out the window.
Mm-hmm.
He know Crawford because he was saying he thought for a long time he wanted Bud Crawford, but now that it's clear that Bud Crawford ain't there, we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what he does. I don't even know it's the fight.
Hey, Bud's gonna have all the belts at 154 when he moves up too. So
no, Bud's not man. He beat Charlo. No way.
Let me say this: if Bud beats Spence, goes up to 54 and beats Charlo, God willing, he's still there. We're gonna start talking about Bud at top 10 all the time.
I don't know about top 10, not top 10 all time, but he's an all-time great. You got to think boxing has 100-year history, over 100-year history. So
true.
So
that's undisputed in 3 weight classes.
3 undisputed weight class in the 4-belt era.
Come on, that's tough.
Well, undisputed. Well, like I said, undisputed today is not the same as undisputed when
it's harder today.
No, it's not harder today because
all the politics and the bullshit.
4 different sanction bodies and promotions.
I'm talking about it's harder in the sense of politics, but not in the sense of top fighters. Because when there was one belt, you couldn't pick and choose. Like, okay, you had to fight the top guys with one belt. It's like UFC as a champion.
What's the difference? You're still fighting the top guys.
Charlo's gonna be in the Hall of Fame. You know that, right?
Oh, I agree. You should be. You should be.
So that's two straight Hall of Famers you beat.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's an all-time. If he beats Crawford, if Crawford beats Spence and Charlo, he's an all-time great, no doubt about it.
And he becomes the face of this generation.
Greatest after Mayweather.
Yeah. So what?
Yeah.
You said what?
He would be the greatest after Mayweather if that was the case. If he did that.
What, the greatest of his generation after Mayweather, or the greatest
after Mayweather left? From Mayweather's retirement on, it would be Bud.
Okay.
Yeah, because Canelo had that spot.
Okay, I can be that.
He still has a spot right now.
I can see that. I ain't got no problem with that.
Canelo just lost his spot, man. Bud number 1.
Well, Canelo should have more than 2 losses.
I feel like Bud needs those 2 wins to overtake Canelo. Or at least one of those wins. Spence.
Canelo just lost.
I say Triple G is a better win than anything on Buzz Russell.
Listen, Canelo ain't an undefeated black fighter since Floyd, dog.
Hey, you ain't gotta tell me. I'm the biggest Canelo hater of all time. So
I'm not a Canelo hater. Yeah. I'm not a Canelo hater, but I don't think he beat Lara. This is my opinion.
He ain't beat Triple G the first time.
Well, the thing about Triple G,
you ain't gonna give me defend Triple G, cousin. I ain't gonna lie.
The thing about Triple G, I don't think Triple G was landing as much. If you look at that fight without the HBO commentary, he wasn't doing as much as Lampley was saying he was doing. Yeah, he was missing a lot of punches. And I'm not a Canelo fan, but Triple G was missing a lot of punches, man. Because if he was hitting Canelo as much as they said he was, Canelo should have been lumped up to the extreme.
Speaking of overrated, that dude was overrated too.
Oh yeah, I never liked Triple G, man.
They say he was going to destroy everybody. As soon as he faced like a elite opponent or halfway elite in Kell Brook and Dan Jacobs,
I knew at that point. I knew at that point when Kell Brook was rocking him. I was like, yo, this guy is not what they made him out to be.
That's right around when Canelo decided, hey, I could take this guy.
Exactly. Exactly. But I'm gonna tell you the fight what showed me Triple G wasn't that good. Even though he beat this guy easily, when he fought Monroe, what's his name? Willie Monroe. When Willie Monroe was touching him up, even though Willie Monroe has no power, I was like, Triple G can be beat if he get in the ring with a puncher because this guy has no defense.
Man, Triple G is straight bitch.
That's garbage.
I'm gonna tell him he said that shit, DJ.
Huh?
I'm gonna tell him he said that shit.
Tell him I don't give a fuck. I'm not boxing Triple G. We fighting.
Yeah.
Hit his ass in the knee with a tire and we gonna fight. So,
no, we're not even gonna do that. Look, I live in a stand your ground state.
So no,
I'm shooting. Look, I said I'm
not gonna shoot him. I'm not gonna shoot him. We gonna fight. We gonna fight.
I'm not throwing no hands with nobody because I have a. You could blind me if I get punched in the eye wrong. I could be permanently blinded. So that's why I carry a gun.
No. I'm just, swift kick to the dick will change a lot of shit, bro. I'm just saying.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta die after that though.
I mean, I'm gonna put your nuts in your fucking.
If your big ass kicks me the balls, somebody's getting shot, and I don't know who did it.
Yeah, I mean, Triple G picked on guys. I've said this. Don't start your shit tonight, man. Hop on the panel. Hop on the panel, man. Yeah, you're right. Kell Brook was tagging it, man. But anywho, dog, Triple G picked on guys smaller than him, and when guys bigger than him wanted to fight him, he got real quiet.
Andre Ward,
for sure.
Andre Ward, Zordo Ramirez. When them guys wanted to fight Triple G, he was real quiet. But he'll fight Kell Brook coming up 2 weight classes.
Yeah,
he'll have 2 weight classes and fight Floyd.
No, that's crazy. Zordo damn near heavyweight, so I don't blame him for that.
Man, fuck that, man.
I don't mind Triple G not fighting the bigger guys, but my problem was he said anybody from 154 to 168. And then
Andre Zordo was at 168 when he called him out. Zordo was 168 pound champion.
Yeah, calling out Floyd too. And then Andre Ward's like, let's fight. And then he was like, no, we got to do it at 164. That's why I stopped messing with Triple G after that, man. I like, nah.
Man, nah.
Hey, let me tell you who a monster. Beterbiev.
The Terminator.
He's a monster.
The Terminator.
Yeah, he's the real life Terminator.
Yeah, well, I call him the Terminator. That should be his nickname.
The only problem with him is that he's approaching 40. He's old. So he only got maybe a couple.
Y'all know he's not allowed to hit his sparring partners in the ribs during sparring. He just breaks everybody's ribs.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he hurts people, man.
Yeah.
5 out of his last 7 opponents haven't fought again.
God damn.
What are you talking
about?
Terminator, Beterbiev.
It don't even look like he's hitting him hard, but whatever he touches, it breaks.
And on top of that, I think he's gonna break Joe Smith down. I think that's what I did. It's just gonna break him down.
Joe hit hard as a bitch though. He got that one punch knockout power.
Joe can crack. If Joe can't get his respect, then Beterbiev is gonna do what he does to everybody. He's gonna walk him down, and he's gonna break you.
I bet it probably feel like hitting a tire punching that dude to the body.
But the thing about Beterbiev, he's susceptible to a straight right. He can't get out of the way of a straight right hand, man.
I think Bivol was the best fighter at 75, though.
Yeah,
absolutely. Well, no. Beterbiev.
Yeah, it's 50-50. It's like Spence Crawford, but at 75.
50-50. It might be 50-50, but I got the Terminator.
And
I don't see nobody beating the Terminator, man.
And you guys notice that Ramirez isn't in a rush to get in the ring with either guy.
No, he called out what's the name after his last fight. He doesn't
want to fight.
He ain't never said Beterbiev though.
Yeah, Ramirez doesn't want to fight him. He's not getting that ring with him, man. No way.
I really thought Marcus Brown had a chance.
I absolutely believe he'll fight Bivol.
Bivol. He'll fight Bivol. He's not.
He'll fight Bivol. I mean, he's number 2 in the WBA right now, so that's an easy fight to make. They both fight on the zone, even though Zordo has an absolute dog shit promoter in Oscar. I believe that fight could happen. If Bivol doesn't get undisputed, if he doesn't get the undisputed fight next with Beterbiev, because I think Beterbiev is going to walk through and stop Joe Smith Jr. in the 8th or 9th round.
I agree.
I think it should be Zordo. If he doesn't get that Beterbiev fight, I think it should be Zordo next for Bivol. Fuck Canelo. Canelo, take your ass whooping and go sit down. Don't like, man, come on, man. I don't want to see that fight again. We saw that, man. Mm-hmm. We saw that man get beat clean. That fight was not close. If it was close, then I can understand it. I can understand it being a rematch. I don't care what the card said. We watched that fight. We watched him get dog walk for at least 9 rounds of that fight.
I had Canelo up going into the 12th round.
How?
I'm joking. I'm joking.
I'm
joking.
Hey, man, I'm joking.
You got to get banned.
Salute Jason Brown, Lance Myers. Salute 817, man. Salute everybody coming into the chat.
Yeah,
but Jason Brown, you're absolutely right. Ramirez has been calling out Bivol. He has been calling out Bivol for a long time.
I said it before, but my theory is Canelo went up to 75 because it was a win-win for him. Mm-hmm. If he lost, he can say he was going for legacy, and you just lost to the bigger man. Look at Canelo being so brave. But if he stayed at 168 and took the Benavidez Charlo fights and lost to one of them, people can say, see, that's why you was ducking him this whole time. There's no soft place to land till you just took a loss. There's no excuses, nothing.
There's nowhere for him to go now because he's stuck at 68. David Benavidez, Demetrius Andrade, and David Morrell are about to box him in. Watch what I tell you.
David Morrell,
they're about to box him in. What's going on, 817? How you feeling, bro?
What's up, everybody? What's happening, DJ?
What's going on, man?
He already said he's not going up. His fans want to see him go back up there and get that rematch against Bivol. His Mexican fans want to see him do that. But Canelo don't want no more of that ass whooping.
Yeah, I think he said today he does.
No,
Canelo changed his mind.
But Bivol said he's down to go to 168 for undisputed.
Bivol, for what? Why would
you better not let that man come down and take your belts.
Bivol be stupid to do it.
Absolutely.
He's not a big he's not a big light heavyweight though, so
I think it's possible. If he fights the same way and stick and move, I still think he beats Canelo the same way.
Yep.
Yeah, but I think the 7 less pounds, you gotta think about it though. I mean, he already, like you said, after the fight, man, he gave a lot of concessions to Canelo. Him being the champion, him being the challenger, you know what I'm saying? He gave up money and everything. Mm-hmm. So the second, the second go around, I mean, damn, why? If you gave up a bunch of shit the first time, now you're going to give up 7 pounds. You're going to give up your comfortability, how you eat and everything to go down to his shit again. And he's still going to get the biggest split. I don't give a fuck what nobody talking about.
I'll still do it if I get 15 mil.
Hey, man, as long as there's no rehydration clause, he's good to go.
But listen, like you said,
he gets undisputed 168 and comes back up and fights the winner of Beterbiev and Joe Smith, undisputed 175.
Listen. Dropping down, even if you got a no rehydration clause or whatever, dropping that much weight and gaining that much weight over that much time is not good, bruh. You setting yourself up for failure, and dropping that weight may make you susceptible to some of those body punches and shit, bruh. At the end of the day, the fact that he can make 168 is one thing. The fact that he gonna try to fight Canelo at that weight, which he's comfortable at, is a whole different story. You don't need to let that ass whooping sting, and if you want some more, bring your ass right on back. Get your shit together and come back. That's just like anybody else. Why the fuck? Think about it, bro. If you square up with somebody and you whoop their ass, then all of a sudden they want you to come across town and work some. And this time when we fight, I want you to wear your church shoes and your church socks and come across town and fight me on the pavement. You feel what I'm saying? Nah, nigga, you bring your ass right back to where you got your ass whooped the first time. I'm gonna wear the same shoes, the same shit, and you're gonna get the same work. And if you ain't ready for that shit, then move around. Come on,
that's funny, man. That's crazy. That's a good analogy.
If you want some more, you know where I'm at.
Facts. You know what I'm saying?
Some more, you know where I'm at, bro.
Hey, is it true what they said about Bivol not getting paid? Or is that just a rumor?
I believe it.
Now listen, okay, y'all stop with the hyperbole, okay? When it comes to the money not getting paid to him or whatever, y'all know the climate that we in. Y'all know the sanctions that they got across the country. He got some affiliations with some people who got affiliations with oligarchs. So of course the government gonna go through with a fine-tooth comb and make sure he ain't shooting no money to the wrong people or it don't get in the wrong hands. He knew it was gonna be a delay when he got his money.
Okay.
He knew.
That makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't all that. Hey, they couldn't pay. PBC was broke, or Canelo holding this check, and you know what I'm saying? That's small shit, bro. Nah, it's bigger than that. They trying to make sure the money don't get in the wrong hands.
And speaking of 175, though, a former 175 fighter, did anyone see the Sergey Kovalev fight this past Saturday?
Hell no, I didn't even know he was fighting.
Yeah, it was on Triller. It was late, man. It came on like almost 1:30 in the morning.
Hell no.
Nah.
Yeah, he didn't look good at all. He fought at cruiserweight. He looked bad, man.
Yeah, he needs to go ahead and retire.
Yeah, he looked horrible, man.
Some bit old and dirt. Yeah, he need to stop.
Hey. Andre Ward broke that man.
Facts.
Yeah, man. He was never the same because he ended up getting knocked out by Alvarez, and not Canelo, but the other Alvarez. He knocked him out on ESPN, and I was like, yo. And then he was almost knocked out by Yard, but Yard stopped going to the body.
Yeah, I was just gonna say the Anthony Yard fight after what he went through with Ward, the Anthony Yard fight took a lot out of him, bro. Took a lot out of him. And I think that's the fight he had before he fought Canelo. Am I mistaken?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
And
Yard gave him more trouble than Canelo did.
Yeah, he did.
And I was just gonna say, I mean, it's just common sense, but Canelo looked at that fight and knew the opportunity for him to get Kovalev was available, and you see, he sent him to camp for 5 weeks. Kovalev already spilled the beans and told us he took that check. You feel
Cherry
me?
picking 1-on-1.
And bro, anytime, I mean,
Kovalev said he took a dive in that fight.
Yeah, you seen him laying down and shit, smiling at the camera. When y'all seen Kovalev doing that shit before?
Because I didn't think Canelo had power like that, like the knock out Kovalev in one punch like that. Because Kovalev wasn't hurt the whole fight, and he catches one punch and then he's out. I'm like, come on. I know Canelo got power.
He hit you square on your jaw. If you stick your chin out there like he did, you hit square on your shit. Yeah, you gonna lay down.
Yeah.
I mean, Kovalev almost, got knocked out from the jab. So I don't know.
True.
Kovalev was right.
You know how it is with some cats, man. Some cats, they the big bad wolf. You know what I'm saying? And once he can't blow the house down, shit change.
Mike Tyson.
Once you make the bully bleed, you know what I mean? Shit get different around here, man. Let me see. 175 cut different. Absolutely. I think it's just 2, maybe 3 guys at 175. And Anthony Yard. I think Anthony Yard is a good 175er, but I don't think any of them guys are beating the Terminator.
No, Anthony Yard defense lacking.
I don't think none of them gonna beat the Terminator, because if you can't get his respect and you can't knock him out, he's gonna get to you and he's gonna hurt you.
But I think he has maybe 2 more years at this level, because like I said, he is like 36 or 37.
Power is the last thing to go.
So how do you beat Beterbiev? I got a good idea, but I want to hear. How do you beat?
He's susceptible to a straight right. He's been dropped a few times with a straight right hand.
Slip something in his water, nigga, like Deontay Wilder. Nigga, I tell you how you gonna beat that nigga.
Listen, I think
put him in there with So Cold Nelson. That's how you beat Beterbiev.
Nah, listen. I think you beat him.
Beterbiev is at 175.
Put him in there with Prime Roy Jones.
Hey, listen, man. Y'all gonna stop disrespecting my nigga like that. My nigga got them hands, man. And,
ain't nobody what, man? What you mean?
I think you beat him with sweet feet and a body attack early. You feel me? Take some steam off his shit. Take some steam off his shit with a body attack and move your motherfucking feet and move your head.
Mm-hmm. That's only describes one nigga at 175 that can do that.
Who?
Bivol.
I think a jab.
I don't think Bivol can get away from.
You keep that long stick in his face.
He got good footwork. He got decent footwork.
I don't think he got a good enough head movement though to stay away from them punches. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like he got the jab too, and I feel like he got the feet too, but I don't feel like he got the upper body movement to get away from that attack. I feel like he'll get caught.
If it ain't him, who can?
You give him the hardest uppercut you possibly can, straight to the nuts, and the first one's just a warning, and then after that, you go hand.
Damn.
Facts.
I don't know. If you activate that Russian like Marcus activated his ass, you know what I'm saying? and you see what happened. You know, he turned into a motherfucking monster. So I don't know if you want to go fucking around with that man.
Yeah, Russians probably grow up in their balls beating.
That head button when he touched himself and saw that he was bleeding. Oh shit!
I hear Bruce Lee with it.
Oh man, he was pissed off about the head, but he felt as though the ref wasn't controlling the action, and then boom, here the headbutt is, and I'm bleeding. He just went slapped the fuck off and beat Marcus up.
Started digging them Russian shovels upside his skull, didn't he?
That was fucked up.
He made that man quit. To me, that's worse than getting knocked out.
He beat the fight out of him, dog. That's what Errol Spence do to people, man.
Right.
He beat the fight out of him, man. Did you not
that's
see
worse
Marcus
than getting,
when he took that knee? Go back
that's
and
worse
look
than
when
getting
Marcus Brown took that knee, bro.
Yeah.
He didn't want to get up.
You can't even be mad at him. I
wasn't. I was begging Derrick James, stop the fight, man.
Right. Hey, that's the thing about fighting dudes like Bivol. Like, he might humiliate you, but like fighting Beterbiev, he could affect your way of life in the future.
Yeah.
You know? That's the risk.
Yeah, see, Bivol, when he fought Canelo, he didn't have a mean streak. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, there was a point in that fight in which Canelo realized that he was losing and he wasn't gonna win, that he didn't have anything else to offer, and there was a point at which Bivol knew that he didn't. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. The greats of our time, you know, that we've watched, they got something else. So when they realize it, they go to dominating their ass. You know what I'm saying? We've seen Shakur display it some. We've seen other fighters that we like display it. You know what I'm saying? Gervonta, things of that nature. Once they see it or whatever, they don't play with their food. They go get it. I don't think Bivol got that mean streak in him to beat a guy like Beterbiev.
Well, 817, during that Canelo-Bivol fight, I thought at one point Canelo was about to get stopped. When Bivol had him on the ropes in the 5th round, just tagging him, and he wasn't throwing back. I'm thinking, why didn't he keep doing that? I guess he didn't want to open himself up for a counter, but it was obvious Canelo had nothing left, like going past the 8th round. I thought he could have stopped him.
He might stop him in the second fight.
Yeah, I feel as though he had a couple of minutes in which he could have stopped him, but I think he was too careful, too cautious. He stuck with the game plan. You know what I'm saying?
In the background, what's going on?
It's a lot of feedback.
Somebody
having a hardcore match back there.
And they're sweeping, cleaning up their kitchen or something.
Fucking 3 versus Hardy Boys over there.
Ladder match.
You know, when y'all ladies say clean that kitchen up before you come to bed, you got to make sure it's right now.
Hey, that's why my camera is off, man. How y'all know I'm cleaning it up?
See what I'm saying?
Hey, boxing section. Anybody ever told you sound like Eddie Murphy's brother? What's his name? The one that got Charlie Murphy. Yeah. I swear you sound like.
I don't see it.
You know what I mean?
Yo, who just did that impression? Who did that?
He sound like Charlie Murphy, but he looked like Morris Day, goddamn.
He talking about
get him off you.
God, don't let him talk about you Beige brothers, man. Don't let him talk about the Beige brothers like that.
Hey, listen, we ain't worried about 8-1 fucking Babyface with a beard. What's Babyface brother name? What's the nigga name? What's Babyface brother name?
What, Kevin Edmonds?
No, Bernard.
Oh.
Bernard. Oh.
He light skinned, man. It's different.
Beige.
Now,
Damn, man, every time I see Every time I see goddamn CP3, I get mad, bro.
Oh my God! Yo, Excel level, man.
No,
the biggest choke artist of all time.
No, not Chris Paul. I was talking about Candace Parker. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Oh, damn.
Why you get mad? Why you get mad at Candace Parker though?
Man,
Candace Parker more successful than Chris Paul.
You seen that shit?
You said what?
She got her liquor license. I was mad about that shit, man.
Oh man, yo, because she was married to old boy from Duke though.
That old ugly.
That's why she gay.
Right.
No.
I mean, did you see his head?
Hey, she fucked around and married Master Splinter and shit.
Man, you see his head, bro?
Deal with it, man.
He said Master Splinter.
I mean, anytime you got to marry a motherfucker in a V-neck, you know you made a bad decision. You know, the only motherfucker I know had a V-neck wedding suit. You know what I'm saying? Who get married in a V-neck tux?
Stop it, man.
Oh man.
That nigga head. Say, bro, like real talk, bro. He got one of them heads. Everybody went to school with at least one kid that had one of them heads. You know what I'm saying? Like one of the ones that they granny didn't shake. You know, when they came out, you know, the head was deformed when they pulled it out with the tongs and shit, and then nobody shaped that motherfucker. He got one of them heads, bro. Real talk, man. That nigga got a lot on his mind. He think about everything all at once.
Yo, speaking of WNBA chicks, has anybody seen Liz Cambage OnlyFans page? I mean, is it
not our OnlyFans, but yeah, I've seen Liz Cambage, and I ball her big ass up, no cap.
You know, I would too.
Boy, Serge, she bad.
Who do y'all speak
Serge, you seen on the deal with Serge?
Liz Cambage.
Put it in the private chat.
Hey, look, if y'all ain't seen her, go watch the episode she do with Serge on this little cooking show.
Oh, I seen that.
She was say Serge got that. She was shooting at Serge. I know he knocked that down, bro.
I know I would, because I know she's like 8 inches taller than me, but I don't care.
Bro, she went in there with
don't matter,
she went in there with that shirt top, no bra.
Lay her down, and you kick them motherfucking knees up to her shoulders. Don't none of that shit matter.
Exactly.
Boy, her feet as long as my torso, bro.
Gonna choke you out, DJ.
Right, her foot as long as my torso, fam.
Your ass, man.
I balled her. Listen, I balled her big ass up.
Nah, check it out, DJ.
That bitch gonna post you up and back you down and give you whatever she want to give you.
Hey, look, DJ.
Put that pussy on me.
You know how a girl lay on her back and do the little cute shit, put her leg up and try to put her feet on your chest and shit. That bitch she put her foot on your chest, her toes will be up under your neck and the bottom of her foot on your belly button, bro. Dinosaur footprint. Man, big dinosaur footprint ass boy, say, bro.
And I don't give 2 fucks and half a damn. I'll ball her big ass up and give it to her.
Yeah, somebody like your inhuman thing built ass will probably be the one to knock her down. Not no regular brother like me, goddamn me.
Shit, man. Ass, nigga. I put
out. She a foot taller than me, bro.
Legs up,
she a foot taller, nigga.
Well, she only got me by 8 inches, so I would try.
Listen. Boy, boy, eat that thing while she's standing up, goddamn.
Yo, goof ass. I bet you do.
Yo, shout out to the fucking boxing section for giving the WNBA 10 minutes of talking time on a platform, because nobody talks about that.
Yo, I look at the WNBA. My team's the Phoenix Mercury.
Listen. Hold on,
bro.
He stopped.
Hey, you gonna be sometimes Positive Network now after that statement.
Yo, I've always watched women's basketball.
No, I love women's basketball.
Hell
yeah, I watch it.
Bro.
Listen,
they be hooping, man.
Hey, listen, let me tell you this though.
I'd rather watch Sean Porter go clothes shopping than watch the fucking WNBA game, man.
Nah, man, dude, I'm telling you, I watched.
Fucked up, boy. Some bad women playing some basketball.
Dude, I watched Dawn Staley.
I ain't wasting none of my eyeball time on that shit.
I watched Dawn Staley since she was a freshman at Virginia.
I can go on Instagram right now.
I always watch Dawn Staley.
I ain't about to watch no WNBA game.
Hey, DJ. Imagine you been her over, boy. She's gonna be the same height as me. I'm gonna eat that ass, boy. Watch me.
Eat that ass standing up, son.
Nick, you'll be surprised though.
You hit me.
It's some females that got some go, bro. They can actually hoop, mix. I mean, I know what you're talking about. Hey, look, I remember.
No. If I want to watch a bunch of layups, I go to the local park and watch a bunch of motherfuckers that can't dunk. I'm not watching no WNBA game.
Well, the NBA, all they do is shoot threes in the NBA.
Hey, I don't like you, man.
They can dunk.
I don't like you. Hey, listen.
Yeah, but you rarely see dunks in the NBA.
But I don't watch amateur or lesser than sports. It's not what I do. I watch the pinnacle, the top of the top, the best of the best, and that's it.
Bro, have you ever really like watched Skylar Diggins like really cross a bitch? Like,
bro, Skylar Diggins would be the 15th player on any NBA team right now. She's not
because she's a fucking woman, man.
No. She's a female.
Exactly, my point exactly, bro.
But I'm gonna say this. But I'm gonna say this though, Max. I'm gonna say this though, Max. I'm gonna say this though, right? Back in like 2012, I want to say 2010, 2012, right? When Barack Obama was president and he invited Max, you gonna hear this goddamn story. And he invited E-Wade, Carmelo, LeBron, Kobe, D Rose, all these cats to the White House to shoot ball with him. He said Maya Moore was busting one of their ass, and he wouldn't say their names because he didn't want to embarrass them.
Because nobody takes women seriously. Let a championship be on the line.
So
let the NBA championship be online and see what Maya Moore does.
So Mix, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, Mix. So Mix,
Maya Moore balling up Kobe and Carmelo. Fuck out of here,
Mix,
bro. What are you
hold on. Mix, so there are no sports that women participate in that you deem acceptable to watch?
I'll watch championship shit because it's the pinnacle of that sport. So I'll watch like the women's soccer championship. I'll watch like Carissa Shields championship boxing matches. But I mean, it's limited, bro, because I'd rather watch men.
So it's only certain sports. So it's only certain sports that you think women qualify in to be watched. Is that what you're saying?
No, I don't think women qualify in any sports in general. They are not better than
men. Come on, man.
Come on. Pick one.
No,
Serena Williams is better at tennis than any
so you don't look at tennis?
Williams said herself it wouldn't happen. She said out her own fucking mouth there's a difference in playing with guys and women.
Yeah, but I don't judge female sports like, oh, they can't beat men. I've always watched female tennis. I mean, since the days of Zena Garrison. Zena Garrison was one of my favorite players in the 80s.
Bro, you watch the WNBA.
I'm always look, when basketball season's going on, I'm always at the high school basketball games in my area. We got one of the top high school female basketball players in my area in the nation. I mean, you can look her up online.
You know, Tamika Catchings came out of my state, so I mean, basketball when I was younger was always
I know who the legends are. I know who they are. I know all the old 90s Lisa Lesbian. I know she scored 100 points in one half in high school. I get all that. They're not men though, so why am I wasting my time watching that? Unless it's my daughter playing or someone I know that I'm supporting them, that's cool. But that is not better than that. If I have an option of watching that, I'll watch that.
Let me tell you something, Max. Cheryl Miller was busting niggas' ass, boy. She was busting
Cynthia
niggas'
Cooper was busting niggas' ass, bro. Like
she was busting Reggie's young ass. She wasn't busting no professional athlete ass.
I mean, we watch Liz post up NBA players and give them work.
For a game, for a 7-game series, for a championship. Fuck no. Come on, you guys need to stop this shit. You guys are men. You know better. Stop it. Stop it. I'm disappointed in all you guys right now.
Because what you saying? Because essentially what you're saying is you want to see these women get out here and get fucking dunked on. That's what you want to see.
Hey, but Mitch, check this out. You look at the Golden State Warriors. There aren't many dunks in a Golden State Warrior game. All they do is shoot threes. So how all they do is shoot threes in Golden State Warriors? I mean, there's not many dunks in a Golden State Warriors game. Huh?
There's still plenty of dunks. Their main players shoot threes.
There's not a lot of dunks. There's not a lot of dunks in the NBA game now because of the zone defense.
You know what? I don't know how, but I'm gonna find the stats for you of how many dunks Golden State gets, and we're gonna see how much. I guarantee it is 10 times more than a WNBA whole.
Of course they do. They get more than WNBA, but I guarantee you, Golden State don't get more than 5 or 6 dunks a game. They don't average. They don't average more than that. I promise.
You guaranteeing that? You guarantee that? You're saying they get 1 dunk a quarter plus an extra?
No.
Somewhere. Fuck out of here.
So what he's leaning on, Max. Listen, what he's leaning on, Max, is the style that the Golden State Warriors play is more of a. It's not more of a physical high flying attack. It's more of a skilled attack, and you enjoy watching that. So if you hold on, let me just finish my point. If you can enjoy the skill, of the Golden State Warriors, seeing that they're not a high flying, dunking as team, then you could take the time to appreciate the women as well, because they play with just as much skill and ability below the rim, though. And then there are some women that have the ability to play above the rim. But again,
there's two women that had a rim grazer dunk. They don't play above the rim. They don't play above the rim. 817, stop it, bro.
There are a few women that have the ability to, bro.
No, they don't.
Bro, it's high school girls
no women that play above the
rim. It's high school girls dunking.
On my mama, I've seen it. On my mama, I've seen it, bro. It is a high school girl in the state of Alabama right now. She is 6'2" and she dunking.
Now Taylor Bell.
She catching alleys, bro.
I will somewhat agree with Taylor Bell out here. I'm not going to make an argument that it's not, but it's the way that it's presented and marketed as well.
Yeah.
We are as men, we are used to a particular type of marketing. Certain things appeal to us. When the women put on those telecasts, they are trying to appeal to the female audience, not to us. So I can understand you and Taylor Bell. I can understand where y'all coming from. You see, that's objectivity. I can understand where y'all coming from.
And Max, have you ever seen Connecticut play live? Because I live in Greenville. I went to ECU. So seeing Connecticut come play ECU, they blew us out. But I never knew how big Connecticut girls were. And I'm thinking most of these girls in the starting lineup are big. I'm 6 foot. I'm like 6 foot 215. Some of these girls are bigger than me. Some of the girls, and I'm like, they're tall and like as wide as I am. So I'm like, wow. I'm like, yo, and they got skill. Like they use ball movement. They got crossovers. They got 3-pointers. I mean, looking at the Connecticut girls play live is like a thing of beauty. And I don't even like them. But you know,
Breanna Stewart will give you
G shit
right now.
by the worst
I seen Breanna Stewart play. I seen them play live.
They were dominated by the worst team in the NBA.
So I'm gonna say this, Taylor Bell. If Kovalev and that piece of shit, whoever he fought the other day is on, and I got somebody and Katie Taylor and motherfucking Amanda Serrano coming on, I'm plugging in to Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano 10 times out of 10.
Exactly.
So don't tell me why watch women's sports when you can watch men's sports. I'm gonna make a choice because there are some shit that's better to see. I'd rather watch Serena play another top woman, a Martina Hingis or somebody like that in a match than watch a regular NBA regular season game.
Yeah, but with all things equal, it's not comparable.
Bullshit.
It's
what do you mean? What?
Bullshit. I'm watching the women's tournament like I'm watching the men's tournament. You didn't watch South Carolina get busy? No, you missed it. You missed it.
Nope.
Gotta see Dawn Staley. Man. Dawn Staley's a great coach. Have you ever seen Dawn Staley? When I don't know if you're probably not old enough, but when Dawn Staley was in college at Virginia,
Meg's old as shit.
I don't think Meg's old enough to remember Dawn Staley at Virginia.
No, Meg's old as shit. Meg's older than me. He old as shit. So he probably didn't watch Dawn Staley.
And listen to your elders in the know. You guys are bullshit.
When Dawn Staley was at Virginia and Nikki McCray was at Tennessee, like in the early 90s, that was a thing of beauty to watch back then. College
basketball. It's not better than NBA. It's not better than the Bulls.
I'm not saying they were better than the Bulls, but I'm just saying they were great to watch.
So to spend an hour and a half to 2 hours to watch a WNBA game is a waste of your human life.
No, man,
seriously.
I love
WNBA. So Max, let me ask you seriously, this. You're not turning on the fights until the main event?
For who?
It don't matter. You're not turning on the fights until the main event.
It depends on who's on the undercard.
No, it don't matter because it's not the highest level. The main event is the highest level. So you're not watching the undercard at all.
I mean, if there's a different thing to watch, I probably won't.
Oh, okay. Keep moving it. Don't move that goalpost too far now.
What you mean? Like when there's UFC on and there's boxing on, yeah, I'm not tuning in to boxing until the main event, so I'm watching the UFC card.
Hey, Max, I'm glad you brought up UFC. I got a perfect example for you. Okay, the night Adesanya fought Romero.
Mm-hmm.
The best fight of that night. What was the best fight of that night?
I don't remember who else was on the card. It wasn't that one.
You don't remember Joanna Jędrzejczyk and what's the chick?
Wei Li was on the same card?
Yeah.
They were on the
Yeah,
same
that was a
card,
way
man.
better fight. I fuck with
That was the best fight of the night, right?
Valentina tough. But they're the best
So
at what they do.
that was the best female UFC fight ever. And then you saw after that, and then you saw Adesanya and Romero stare at each other for 25 minutes after that.
For sure. Yeah.
So you don't agree that
point?
the females had a better fight than the males that night. Can we agree with that?
I absolutely.
Okay.
And what weight is that at? 130, 135? 25?
No, it was 25. It wasn't 30. It was 25. Yeah.
Okay, now pick a 125. The two top dudes in the men's and see who gets their ass whooped.
Oh man, Next don't have no objectivity. He got to be right.
Hey,
he got to be right. Watch this. Watch this.
125ers in UFC.
Watch this.
See who wins that fight.
Watch this, y'all. Watch this. Mix. When T.O. chose to fight Kambosos, Bob didn't want him to. He chose to fight Kambosos. He petitioned directly to the sanctioning body, right?
Mm-hmm.
So much so that fight had to go up for Purcellville. We know the history of that. I'm going to ask you again, what was the difference between the choice that he had and Bud had?
I thought you were asking some women shit. All right, so we in agreement women are trash. All right. For who? What we doing?
It's a simple question.
You just a chauvinist, but go ahead.
Right. I'm just right. We done with that. I mean, you prove you're a chauvinist with that. You know what I'm saying? It's cool.
Nah,
I'm just saying.
Let me find out you gonna tell your woman to come save you when someone breaking your house because we all equal and shit, and she's just as good as saving lives. Find out where you at, 817. Baby, close the door.
I didn't know you thought this way about women, man. I didn't know you was like that, Mix. Come on, man. Yeah, I thought you was better.
Baby, go get the door.
He's crazy,
I'm here with the kids.
He's crazy. But check this out. Look, I'm just saying, be objective. You feel what I'm saying? Like every now and then, you know what I'm saying? It don't hurt to be objective. I'm not never mad at nobody talking about Terrence Crawford is their favorite fighter. They like the dude. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I get pissed off about the bullshit and changing the facts around to fit the narrative. Like I asked you, I said the other day, what is the difference, right? Mm-hmm. T.O. and Bud had the same motherfucking choices.
Bud wasn't a mandatory.
Bro.
There's a difference.
Bro.
There you go. Next question.
Bro. They both had the same.
Y'all be nice. I gotta go to the
Bud wasn't a mandatory. Kambosos was mandatory.
DJ,
Kambosos can't go not a mandatory.
Nah, man. You got to give me about 10, 15 minutes. I got to run to the store.
Stop lying. He was not a mandatory.
Kambosos is mandatory.
Stop lying. He was not a mandatory. He petitioned to fight him, Max. Stop lying. Can we just be honest? Once. You know that he petitioned to fight him. So what was the difference? He petitioned to fight it. Bob didn't want to pay for it. We got video. It's on record. He did not want to pay for it. Who knows Kambosos? To hell with that. He did not want it. If anything, he was gonna have him fight Lomachenko again, which he didn't want to do.
You done lying, 817?
Which he didn't want to do.
That is a lie. Google says
what is the
difference IBF mandatory challenger after defeating Lee Selby on Halloween 2020 to earn a crack at Lopez.
He petitioned. Mix.
Say what?
Bro, there was no difference. None.
There's a difference. One was a mandatory, one wasn't. It's a big difference.
Okay.
Because the mandatory, you have to make the fight, vacate, or go to purse bid. Something has to happen with a mandatory. Otherwise, if you're not a mandatory, you're just in negotiations, and then you're not. You can't force someone to fight some shit in negotiations that work out. It's not a mandatory.
Kambosos was not T.O.'s
IBF mandatory. IBF mandatory.
Okay, Mix. All right, Mix.
After he beat Lee Selby Halloween of 2020. That's what it says right here on the internet.
Okay,
Are you the only one that knows this?
Mix. Okay, Mix.
Has there ever been a purse bid from someone that wasn't mandatory? Anybody? History of boxing? Where's pugilist or somebody? Has there ever been a purse bid for something that was not a mandatory fight? No. Okay, so Teofimo and Kambosos is the first of its kind in the history of fucking boxing. Do 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 do.
What is coming from? Like, what did the TL stuff?
Bro,
come from?
I just don't have the energy any longer. I'm just ready for these outcomes. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'm ready for Dev to go on and get this out the way and smash Kambosos, and I can't wait till this whole ass nigga.
817.
Listen, I can't wait. I cannot wait till this whole ass nigga sign the contract, bro, so we can get this shit out the way. And I'm telling you, I'm standing on it. You feel what I'm saying? I didn't go nowhere when the shit happened with Deep. And I'm not gonna go nowhere with Earl, but I guarantee you, I know how this shit gonna go. And the excuses gonna be worth it all. You feel what I'm saying? All this extra shit, all the making up shit, he ducking shit, he didn't duck this shit, he wouldn't say his name, all this shit, all you motherfuckers, I'm telling you, when this shit go down, bro, and you know what time it is. You seen him today. You seen him capping today.
Who?
I mean, he ran to a safe place. He ran to a nigga who been scared of him for the last 20 years. The dad he scared from. And he ran over there to get cosign. Say, bro, I can't wait, bro. I can't wait. I can't wait.
817. What you said about Devin Haney, I think Devin Haney dominates Kambosos, but I don't think he's gonna win a decision in Australia. I'll be shocked if they let him win a decision over there. Bro, I think he should dominate.
It's not going to be close enough for him to get robbed.
I don't know, man. I've seen Ramirez.
They almost robbed Bivol.
Yeah, and I seen Ramirez Whitaker. Their first fight. I saw Whitaker get robbed.
I'm just saying, listen, go do your research. If you watch Kambosos, if you go watch Kambosos and go watch Dev, there's a distinct difference between them.
Oh, I agree. I'm saying I think Devin Haney wins the fight. I think he dominates, but I don't think they're gonna let him win a decision in Australia. That's all I'm saying. I think they're gonna rob him.
Okay.
I hope I'm wrong. I really hope I'm wrong, but I just see a robbery about to take place.
I mean, I get it. You know what I'm saying? We see Canelo get a 115, 112 scorecard.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I get it, bro. I get it. You know what I'm saying? We see the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? We've seen it time and time again. I just truly think, you know what I'm saying? It's just even kind of like the Castano shit. Mm-hmm. I just truly think there's going to be a level of separation here to where it's not going to be, as prevalent as everybody believes. I understand. I mean, they have to understand that too, going over to Australia, taking the deal that they did. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. I just really don't think that there's going to be that close of a fight to where it's, you know what I'm saying, to where a robbery could even be possible. I'm telling you, this boy,
you're right.
This boy does not have a jab effective enough, and he not long enough. And he gets his shit off in threes. You know what I'm saying? He really ain't got a 1, a 1-2, a 1-2. He got a 1-2 and a 1-2-3. He ain't got the 1. He ain't got the stick, and that's gonna be in his face. And it's just like when Valdez fought Shakur. What was the issue? The stick was in his face, and he had to be up on his toe to throw the right hand. And when he was in the southpaw stance, he could see it. Dev is leaned back in his stance. This boy got to be up on his toes to throw his shit, and he don't have a jab. He gonna be down on rounds, and he gonna try to take chances.
Mm-hmm. Well, I hope you're right, man. I really hope you're right that they're gonna do right by Devin Haney.
I'm fuck what I'm talking about. Just go look. Yeah. Just go look.
No,
you know what
I agree with you. Everything you say about Dev being that much better than Kambosos, I'm not disagreeing with that. I know he's gonna dominate him, but I just want them to do right on them scorecards. That's what I want them to do right.
I mean, if he go out there and put on the floor performance 12-0, he still can't control them scorecards. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
all he controls what's in the ring.
Because even Floyd, when he beat Canelo, CJ Ross had it a draw.
And I've been saying at Mix, you just said it, and I've been saying, look, he gonna drop the boy. I think Kambosos doesn't want to lose in front of his people like that. He just don't want to go out like no sucker. You feel what I'm saying? And he not gonna stop coming. And for that fact alone, old pillow-fisted Dev, how everybody like to say, I think he's gonna stop him. I think he's gonna cut him up early, and I think it's gonna be a TKO stoppage. I don't think it's gonna be a knockout stoppage. I think he's gonna bust him up.
I hope you're right, though. I swear, I hope you're right, man.
I mean, he was busted up, and T.O. didn't even have his hands up most of the motherfucking time. You know what I'm saying? Like
T.O. got complacent.
Right.
He got complacent in that fight.
Right. T.O. let him get off on him. I mean, hands down, trying to catch shit with the shoulder shit. Nah, bro. He facing a different animal, man. I don't think it's even gonna be that close, man. I don't. Have they announced who the judges are?
Hey, as long as it's not Moretti, because we know Moretti's bought and paid for. Yeah, I don't think they even announced matter of fact, have the date for the fight been announced yet?
June 5th.
Okay. Oh dang, that was how can I not know that? That's next month.
Yeah, it's June 5th. Actually, like it's a day early over there because of the time.
So Australia's like what, 11 or 12 hours? What is it? Head of the East.
Shit, I'm not sure. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. So it'll probably, I don't know, will they adjust it for our time or will they put it on a regular time over there and we have to watch it like 12 in the afternoon?
Oh no, it's supposed to be at an applicable time for both, from what I understand. It's supposed to be like, I think maybe evening for us, afternoon for them, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I'm saying? So they can catch all the primetime viewers over here, because they know ain't many of us gonna watch it in the day.
But that's what I like about the Japan fights though, because the Japan fights come on at 7 in the morning. And I don't mind looking at those. I don't mind that. I like that.
At 7 in the morning. Oh hell nah.
Yeah, that's what time when Donaire fought Inoue. That was the fight of the year. I had a doctor's appointment that day, and I had to call and cancel because I forgot the fight was coming on. So I'm like, yo, I gotta cancel my hour. And I'm like, yo, because I wasn't gonna miss that fight, and it was the fight of the year. It came on like 9 o'clock in the morning, like the main event.
You think Nonito gonna get him this time around?
Oh yeah, he's gonna. Man, Donaire is 40 years old.
And they're saying Australia is 17 hours.
Wow.
Okay.
From California.
Right. I felt like it was more than 12, but I didn't want to say for sure.
So if it's 17 California, so it's 14 ahead of us. I'm on the East.
Right. Yep. I'm Central, so.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's more, I mean, that's damn near, like I said, from what I understand, it's supposed to be evening time for us and sometime in the afternoon for them. I know my old lady was looking at tickets or whatever, but I forgot the times on them joints.
So is it a Saturday fight?
It's I think it's a Saturday for us and a Sunday for them, or one of them.
Yeah. I know Japan be having fights throughout the week, man. Sometimes they be having like Monday and Tuesday fights in the Asian countries, so they don't really care about Saturday fights like that.
I think, man. Speaking in regards to what may possibly be to come, if I think it's gonna be a disservice to Earl and Bud both if they don't build that motherfucking undercard.
Yeah, man.
That undercard needs to be fire, bro. They need to maximize. If you want to maximize the dollars, you gotta make the undercard what's up. If you want to maximize the pay-per-views too on the cool.
Yeah, but we can't.
They're not going to save money on the front end.
Throw boots on there.
We cannot have one of those DAZN or Golden Boy undercards.
I was just gonna say that. I was just gonna say that, Kyle. They're gonna try to save money on the front end with some shit fighters. You think?
I'm about to be on the undercard.
So that's what I miss about Don King.
Yeah, that's what they finna do. Think about it, bro. They do Earl like that every pay-per-view. They do Earl like that.
It's a guaranteed sale.
Why he only selling $350?
Man, see, that's what I miss about Don King, because when you had a Don King fight, if Tyson was a fighter, he would throw Felix Trinidad on the undercard, Julian Jackson on the undercard. See, these promoters don't do that today, man. That's exactly what I miss about Don King pay-per-view cards.
No, y'all didn't miss Don King until he was gone.
But you gotta think about it though. You gotta think about it. They didn't have to worry about the pay-per-views and shit being pirated, and there weren't so many avenues to get the fight. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right about that.
So you could pay bigger persons, or you could put on bigger promotions, knowing that your return was really gonna come back because you only had so many avenues to get it. You feel me?
But see, the difference is Don King touched the street stuff. When he came to your town, he was doing all the stuff he could to make it to where you felt comfortable in being there, and you wanted to show up to the fights, and you wanted to do this and do that. They ain't doing it like how he doing it now.
And another thing too, because I bought some Don King on the pay-per-views back in the '90s. Don King, you would get a poster if you bought a Don King pay-per-view, some pay-per-view cards. They would send you a poster in the mail.
Damn, that Haney fight gonna be late as fuck. Yo, that shit started at 8 p.m. Pacific.
See what I'm saying? Right. See?
So if you're on the East, the card don't even start till 11, much less the main event probably gonna be like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Well, I don't mind doing it, man, because I stayed up 2 o'clock watching fights before, so it ain't no big
now,
deal.
I mean, that's cool. That's cool on our end. That's what I was saying. Like they'll have
on ESPN,
right. I figured they'd have it on the evening time in America. Because, I mean, think about it. Even if it is late on a Saturday night shit, you got club goers and shit. So for it to be going on at like 1 or 2 in the morning, it's all good. It just turned it into a house party.
Damn, that mean I got to pick between Devin Haney and Cool Boy Steph.
Is it really a choice?
I mean, I like Cool Boy Steph, so.
Oh, I'm not saying you don't, but
depending on who Cool Boy fighting. You know what I'm saying?
Danny
Roman. It's like Roman.
Ooh, Danny Roman. Oh shit.
He ain't fighting for undefeated.
Oh shit.
That's coming though. That's coming undefeated on the undisputed fight.
Yeah.
You get 2 screens on, man, same time.
Yeah, I was gonna say dueling banjos.
Yeah, I've done it before, man. I mean, it's some fight night. It's 4 fight cards on. I've had 4 screens on, man. So I've done it before.
Oh, speaking of fight cards, yo, hate to change the subject, but I got my boys on here, so I gotta let y'all know. Rough and Rowdy on Friday, baby. Line it up, sign it up. Let's go. Y'all don't watch this?
Ain't that bar fighting shit that you like?
That's the Barstool Sports. Barstool Sports, man.
I've seen some of those.
Two fighters just put the gloves on and get off on each other. That's it.
Man, I'm disappointed. This Savannah Marshall.
I'd rather watch that than WNBA game.
Clarissa.
Oh, the fight's not signed yet?
Between Savannah Marshall and Clarissa.
Yeah, Clarissa. Yeah.
No.
I thought they had already. I thought they come into an agreement and they was gonna be like this summer.
No, Savannah Marshall keep pushing it back, and the further she push it back, see, Clarissa is still signed to PFL, so she got to fight in the fall with PFL. That's why this fight was supposed to happen in June.
Yeah, I thought it was this summer. Yeah.
Yeah, it was supposed to happen in June or July, but they keep pushing it back, and it's gonna conflict with Clarissa's schedule with PFL.
Fuck off her money or a contract. Look, man, this the female Joshua versus Wilder.
Yeah.
And Eddie Hearn is the common denominator.
Yeah. I don't think Marshall beats Shields. I think Shields got too much for like as far as footwork and defense, and she's just so much faster because Marshall's just too robotic, man. I think Shields just destroys her. I mean, in the decision win.
I'm gonna say this, right? And I completely agree with you. My guy, Best Pugilist, ain't missed yet. And he was like, man, I don't know. This is a tough fight for Clarissa.
Yeah, it's a tough fight.
So he was the first one that called. He was like, man, when they announced that fight between Usyk and AJ the first time, he's like, man, that's a terrible fight for Joshua. Why would they sign him up for that?
Yeah, I was wrong on that. I picked Joshua by KO, so I was wrong on that fight. I'll admit it.
Nah, I knew Usyk was gonna beat Joshua.
Remedial salute.
I picked Usyk to beat Joshua too. I felt like his footwork and his hand speed was gonna be too much for him. But I was surprised about the fact that AJ was too scared just to maul it.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought the weight difference was gonna be in favor of AJ. That's what I thought.
He got caught.
He did, Max. He got caught.
To make you honest.
Hey, did y'all notice in the 12th round of that fight when AJ got hurt with 10 seconds left? It was like 50. They stopped the bell with 10 seconds left. They rung the bell. It was like 10 seconds still left on the clock, and then they stopped the.
He got saved just
fight.
like Loma got saved against Teofimo. 12th round, end of the round.
Yeah.
They're both on skate.
Again, bro. Like I said, shit. I don't know. I don't know.
So how did Marshall?
We talking about women's sports. Like I'm watching that Savannah Marshall and Clarissa Shields. Clarissa Shields one of my favorite fighters. Period.
So how did Marshall get injured? They said she's still injured. When did she get hurt?
Man, she been milking that injury. She been milking that injury for a while. You know, they pushed her last fight. Back twice. She was supposed to fight in December, then she was supposed to fight again in March, and then I think she ended up fighting in what? Yeah, it was late March.
Yeah,
I know they pushed her fight back twice.
Her pussy injured. She don't want to get in there with the goat. That's what it is.
Clarissa need to push her shit back with the PCL or whatever. Push her shit back and get another fight in before she fight Marshall. You know what I'm saying? Get another fight in before you fight Marshall, because this bitch gonna stall you out.
Yeah. Speaking of women's boxing, though, Mayer and Baumgartner have been trading online. They've been trading words. That's the fight I want to see. That's the second fight I want to see in female boxing right there. Mayer and Baumgartner.
That's gonna be a war.
Listen.
We know why you want to see it.
As much as I hate to say this, because I love Alicia Baumgartner, she had a chance to sign with Top Ring, and she chose Matchroom.
Yeah, you talked about that before. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
She had her chance to sign and fight Michaela Mayer, but she went over there with Eddie Hearn and Matchroom. So, but she gonna end up fighting that Japanese chick, man.
Choi.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Choi been a
she
champion.
Took the bag, though.
She's been a champion since like 2014, bro. She is actually the longest reigning champion in the sport.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but she didn't have any pop. She didn't have punches. She didn't have. She had no pop.
Woman.
She quick though.
Yeah, she's quick.
Yeah. She got fast hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's probably gonna be the next fight. That's probably gonna be the unification fight for the WBA and WBC straps.
And I think that's a good fight for her. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a good fight for her, and I think it does nothing but continue to put pressure on Michaela Mayer.
I think Michaela Mayer finna move up and fight either Serrano or Taylor.
Well, it's more than likely she'll probably fight Taylor, because since she's a WBO, she has the WBO. She'll instantly become the mandatory of the WBO that Taylor has, being Bob Arum. You know how that works. So she'll fight Taylor more than likely.
But then that's another cross promotion. That's Eddie Hearn and Bob Arum.
Yeah, you're right. It'll happen. They work together. It'll happen. It can happen.
Well, but see, that's that shit. It can work for Michaela Mayer and Katie Taylor, but it can't work for Baumgartner and Michaela Mayer. You feel what I'm saying?
I don't know if Baumgartner wants to fight Mayer, man. I'm not this. I like them both. I'm not choosing one side of them, but I don't know. Baumgartner isn't acting like she wants this fight, because she's talking about A side and B side and stuff, and Mayer's talking about she wants to fight. And Baumgartner, he's talking about all this A side, B side stuff, man. So I don't know if she wants that fight.
And that's why I was saying it pains me to say that because Alicia Baumgartner had it. Man, wake your sleep ass up.
Like I said, I think the Choi fight is a better move. I think the Choi fight is a better move. Mix.
Yeah.
I think the Choi fight is a better move, man. That's a better move.
Because then she should have 2 belts, and Michaela Mayer has.
Oh shit, y'all still talking about women again? Oh fuck, my bad. Y'all dozed off. My bad. I thought we were talking about something exciting.
Since we talking about women,
I'd rather see
y'all been watching
the
Ultimate Fighter with have y'all been watching the Ultimate Fighter with Juliana Pena and Nunez coaching?
Yo, I haven't seen an episode yet, man. I got ESPN Plus though. I haven't seen an episode yet. I forgot all about it.
Yeah, they've been talking shit to each other. It's gonna.
Oh, they have.
Yeah, they've been talking shit to each other.
Oh man, I got to start watching that, man.
Yeah, man.
I can't do it, man. I can't do it. You know how, boxing and UFC, they be on at the same time. So, after the fight, I'll fuck around and change the channel or whatever and see it, and I just can't do it. Like, there's only a few people on UFC that I plug in to fight, man, but that shit just sucks to me, bro. It just sucks.
Or any of them white.
You gotta go to a fight, bro. You gotta go to one of these fights, man. These shits be epic, man.
Hey, 17, are any of the fighters white that you watch?
The one little cowboy white boy, he called
Cerrone?
No, not Cerrone. He too much mayonnaise. What's the one? The Thug Cowboy, the Ghetto Cowboy, man.
Thug Nasty.
Thug Nasty.
Yeah,
I like the little white boy. The little white boy scrap, man.
Hard.
He go hard. You know what I'm saying? It's not. Hey, bro, don't get it twisted. It's not that. I fuck with Jesse Gonzalez. The little essay knockout. Knockout got me on him, bro. I fucks with him. You know what I'm saying? It's something, bro. Some of everybody go hard in the paint. You did, but it's just UFC itself, bro. Like, I just can't, bro. Like, I don't know if it's. I don't know. I think it's the wrestling part. You know what I'm saying? The wrestling part and the kicking and shit. You know what I'm saying? I be to the point to where I be like, man, bite that bitch, man. Fuck that. Get off me with that shit.
Oh man, come on. You gotta appreciate the techniques, man.
Yeah, man.
Man, fuck
don't let the technique.
I can't stand that shit. I'm pinching the motherfucker on his arm, snapping his nipple off. I'm biting the motherfucker. Get off me, bro.
The UFC today is better than the UFC 30 years ago, because in 93, 94, whatever, when I was renting these from Blockbuster, they had like the rounds. There was no 3-minute round, so it was no weight class, and these guys would stay there. They would be on the ground in a position for like 15, 20 minutes. You had to fast forward it. Back to the thing and watch them throw a punch like every few seconds.
Then they punch each other in the balls back then.
Yeah, man. I hated the UFC back then.
Yeah, only rule back then was no biting.
Yeah,
no eye gouging.
It was
no
horrible,
biting, no
man.
eye gouging.
I think I rented all of those from my local Blockbuster back in the 90s.
All of the violence. Yeah, I think the violence fucked.
That's the only way you could watch it back then, because it wasn't on TV. They couldn't put it on TV.
Yeah.
You could only
go to the Chinaman get the VHS
DVDs like I did. I rented the DVDs.
Me and my lady was looking at some videos through YouTube not too long ago, and we caught a clip. And I had seen the clip before a long time ago, and it's part of the reason why I can't stand or don't like looking at the UFC. I think it was Belfort or what's the other dude that was huge back during that time? I think it was Belfort. I'm not sure. But he broke somebody's neck, or somebody's neck got broke as he was along on the cage, and he got shook a certain way, and his neck broke, and you could see it. And it was just, bruh, it's too much, bruh. It's too inhumane. I don't see the beauty in it. Like, I see a beauty in boxing. You know what I'm saying? I see a strategy and a beauty in it. I don't see that shit in UFC.
So you don't see the beauty in what Adesanya be doing to folks?
Yeah, man. Adesanya is true.
Adesanya.
Now I'm not gonna lie. Him, guys like I said, Thug Cowboy, the Thug Nasty. I mean, Adesanya maybe.
I like Venom. I like Venom Page. I like him in Bellator. I like him.
Those flashy guys. Yeah, they catch my eye, whatnot, and Anderson Silva, the Spider, John Jones, guys like that. But those are few and far in between, and I don't know, bro. It just don't do the same thing for me, man. I see the beauty in boxing.
But the thing about 817, the thing about UFC, the top 10 are always facing each other on pay-per-view. You're always getting top 10 fighters facing each other. That's the beauty of UFC, though. That's the main thing I like about it.
Yeah, I guess the gruesomeness of it, and I just can't stand Dana White either. I mean, I like him. I like some of his shit, but I just can't stand him overall. You feel what I'm saying?
That's understandable. That's definitely
I'm just turned off to the whole shit.
In that case, 817, you need to just go buy the Best of Pride DVD and just watch Pride. And I think you like it a lot better.
But you know what else too? I associate the UFC with the white boy that never had no hands. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like it's a breeding ground for their racist ass. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like if I went to one of the events, like if I went to a UFC fight, you feel what I'm saying? Like the crowd gonna be full of obnoxious ass white boys. You know what I'm saying? Like real shit.
It was sound like he got wrestled and choked out by a white boy in middle school.
Hell nah, bro. Nah, bro. It's just Max. I'm gonna tell you what it is, right? I was through my middle school and high school years or whatever, I was integrated. You feel what I'm saying? Like that whole culture shock, move out the hood to the burb type, oh shit, West Philadelphia to the burbs type shit. It kind of happened. And while, you know, a lot of the bullshit, you know, misconception and innuendo and all of that bullshit, stereotypes got mashed in between that time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still seen a lot of the extra shit too. And a lot of that shit went away once a motherfucker wasn't in their presence. You did? Like, we got to coexist so we cool. But then afterwards, you know, as we move forward in life, you know what I'm saying? You see what it really was. So I'm just saying, you know, like in the area I live in, bro, it's a lot of motherfuckers that not hurting for nothing, and they obnoxious as fuck. You know what I'm saying? and I mean, and again, a lot of them UFC fans, like, bro, Top Golf and shit, bro. The playoffs will be on. They got UFC on. They'll put UFC reruns on, nigga, instead of showing the NBA playoffs on that motherfucker. Like real talk. And that motherfucker, Top Golf, stay packed. It's cold. They up there. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and then it's a certain demographic. Now, golf, UFC, baseball.
I like golf. I play golf.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. I watch some golf. Yeah. You dig? I've got to, like I'm saying, I might fuck around and switch on a hockey game and look for 10 minutes. I might not, I barely know the calls. You know what I'm saying? I've got the versatility. You dig? I can't say that. But again, it's just a certain type. It's that crowd, bro. It's that crowd. It's that energy. I don't fuck with it, bro. I just can't.
I understand that. That's definitely understandable.
You don't know what you're missing, but I'm gonna let you miss it.
Yeah, I love UFC, man. I like it, man.
Like what Charles Oliveira is doing right now is absolutely sensational.
Yeah.
I don't know who he is, but he probably is.
He's the UFC lightweight champion, the 155-pound champion right now. Absolutely just buzzing through the best guys in the
No, he ain't. No, stop lying, DJ.
What you mean?
He ain't the fucking champion. Stop lying.
Man, he is the champion.
He's not the champion. He does not have the belt. He's the number one contender.
He's the champion.
Couldn't make weight.
He's the champion.
Nope. Nobody can beat him for the belt.
Ain't nobody beat him, so he the champion.
He was not presented with the belt when he won his last fight.
Man, I can't wait to Makhachev go up there and get his fucking ass.
I can't wait to Makhachev.
I can't wait to Makhachev get his ass toe off by Charles Oliveira. I can't wait.
You said that about Chimaev, man. It didn't work out. You just hate Russian. Proud American.
No,
I like you, DJ. You from Bama. I feel it.
Khabib cold. I like Khabib.
Me too.
But
softest hands I've ever felt on a man in my whole fucking life. It makes no sense to me. To this day, man, I'm traumatized by Khabib's hands. I swear, bro, I shook his hands. His hands felt like brand new skin, like baby ass.
Something you want to tell us?
I'm
telling you what I want to tell you.
You don't like watching women?
Hold on. I'm right here with no hat on. I'm here to tell you what I have to tell you. I shook this man's hands, and it was like he's never used them. They were like baby skin. It was crazy.
I'm glad you explained that.
No, real shit. I saw him in the mall, and this is way before his championship run. I saw him in the mall with some flip-flops on and shit. I said, oh, Khabib. And I took a picture with him. He was super nice. But when I shook his hands, I'm thinking I'm gonna feel like, you know, like this man strength, you know, wrestle bears. No, softest hands, like he keeps them in fucking incubators all day, like they just don't like, bro. It made no fucking sense, bro. Like I was like, what the fuck? So all I kept thinking about was, why is his hands that soft when all he does is grapple? And it wasn't like lotiony soft either. It wasn't like slick, like moist. It was like your skin that's never been used. Like,
don't
it's
ever
crazy.
use the word moist when dealing with a man.
Well, I'm saying, if you shake a man's hands and his
don't
hands are moist, that's an uncomfortable feeling.
And man in the same sentence again, man. Never in life.
I'm not even going to acknowledge all that shit. I'm just going to ask, isn't he more of a submission artist than he is busting the motherfucking face up, though?
He is, but that's what I'm saying. He does a lot of grappling, like grabbing.
Yeah, that's all he does is grappling. He did knock McGregor down, though. He did. He knocked him down.
Knock his ass, yeah. But man, I'm telling you, if you guys ever get a chance to shake Khabib's hands, you'll know what I'm talking about. One day.
I don't think I'd ever be in that position.
I ain't trying to feel the man's
mister,
hands.
Somebody told me your hands are real soft. Shake my hand.
Bro, and watch, you gonna say that shit and you shake his hands, you like, oh, fuck, shit, this ball.
Oh my God, what do you moisturize with?
We know
it wasn't moisture. It wasn't cocoa butter. DJ, it was not cocoa butter, bro. That shit was real. Just
we know who
like
passing COVID around. Look at this hand shaking ass. COVID passing. Fuck being vaccinated. Shake my hand.
Bruh, I swear, like, that motherfucker had mittens on his whole life and never exposed his hands to daylight, man. It's just crazy. But
oh my God.
Hey, but I'm gonna say this. I told him then, this is probably like 3 or 4 years before he fought McGregor. I was like, you need to beat McGregor's ass. And he's like, I will. I was like, I know you will. And because of that, he was the champion he was, because he talked to Mex at the mall randomly with some flip-flops on. And that's how he became champion. So
you break bus, so what? Send me location.
Yeah.
You know, I actually thought McGregor was going to win that fight against Khabib.
I didn't.
No, I thought he was going to. I thought he was going to use his distance, and not, you know, and not engage, and just, you know, catch him coming in. That's what I thought.
No, because McGregor can't wrestle. So
I know that.
I knew he was going to get wrestled.
I knew if Khabib ever got his hands on him, it was over with.
I know that. I know he can't wrestle, but I thought he was going to at least circle around and catch him coming in. That's what I thought he was going to do.
The only person that clearly went around against Khabib, other than T-Bow.
But see, you see how y'all said that? Like, okay, I don't really know shit about the UFC, but I will tell you this, right? I knew Khabib was gonna be Conor just because of what we just said. Conor can't wrestle a fucking lick. And look, the other motherfucker, Chael Sonnen, if you couldn't wrestle a lick, you was gonna lose to that motherfucker. I couldn't stand that motherfucker.
That's all he did. He dropped him.
Right. He run to you, tackle your motherfucking ass, and hold you on the ground for 5 minutes.
That's all he did.
You know what I'm saying? And punch the shit out of you while he did it. So that's what I'm saying. Like US boxing for me, like, okay, yeah, we got some fights where you be like, oh man, this dude finna get his ass whooped. Like Castillo, you knew he was finna get beat the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you knew he was finna get beat the fuck up. But the UFC is just a whole different.
Kyle's gonna come back. Be careful.
Yeah, man, it's just a whole nother level on the UFC though, because this nigga gonna lay on you and beat you up. So, and I'm knowing this going in, so I'm finna sit up here and watch this dude lay on you and beat you up for 5 minutes. And you don't know this, and I don't know shit about UFC, and know that you can't wrestle a lick, and you finna fight this dude, you fucked.
See, but that was the cool thing in Pride. If you was laying there and not working, they stood you up and gave you a yellow card for inactivity. So you couldn't just lay and hold people down. You had to throw punches or try to do submissions. So that's why I wish they would adopt that in UFC, where you at least got to get moving to do something for a little bit. You can't subdue somebody
now, especially what's his name, my guy. British guy, Mark Goddard. Mark Goddard was
he's standing everywhere up. Yeah, you get about 10 seconds of him to do something.
You lay there for 10 seconds and don't work. He's like, all right, guys, I need to see something. Come on, I need to see some work. If you ain't working, he's like, all right, stand up. So
yeah, like they definitely need to do
some referees that'll do that. And just like boxing, you got some referees in MMA that will let you get your ass beat.
Steve Smaga. Steve Smarger was notorious for that. He'll let you die.
Mazzagatti was gonna get somebody killed, man. Mazzagatti would let you get your ass beat. Eve Levine was probably the worst one.
The worst.
Eve Levine will let you get your ass beat, son.
Right, dog. What's up, dog?
Who else? Who's the other one? The other guy, man. Mario Yamasaki. Yamasaki will let you get your ass beat.
Yeah.
And then look, all the guys in the UFC, they all deformed this shit. They all got elephant ear and shit.
Yeah, cauliflower ear.
They got cauliflower ear or whatever the fuck that is, bro.
But that's from wrestling, though. That's from wrestling.
That's just from wearing them fucking.
From motherfucker holding you in the headlock for 3 minutes.
That's from not wearing the headgear.
But I'm just saying, look, they all fucked up. They all got CTE or onset dementia and shit. They all talk.
Actually, boxers got it worse. Boxers got worse than MMA fighters.
MMA is way safer than boxing. MMA is way safer.
Bro, the broken bones and shit, man. They hit people with elbows. Elbows upside the head, bro. Fuck that.
But the reason
the beauty in MMA, right? If you knock a guy down, they give you the opportunity to go ahead and finish him.
Yeah.
Put him out. You know what I mean? Boxing, you knock a guy down, you got to stand back, let him get up, and take some more.
Ain't nothing beautiful about punching a motherfucker laying back on his back. What's beautiful about that?
What you mean?
Oh, hey, look, I've seen dudes get punched, right? And drop to the ground, and that UFC can do a Superman dive on his face and punch him in the face, and then the ref dives on him. Oh, stop.
Yeah, that's legal.
Motherfucker, you need to stop before he Superman punched his face into the mat. Fuck.
I'll finish him. He's on the ground.
Nail his head to the floor. Nail his fucking head to the floor.
Look at y'all, motherfucking Mortal Kombat kids. Every one of y'all play Mortal Kombat, didn't you?
I did.
I'd rather see that. I'd rather see that than Lubin take 300 fucking uppercuts to the nose.
Hey, DJ, it's funny you brought that up about UFC being safer than boxing, but I've always said is that the bigger the glove is, and bigger gloves means you can take more of a beating. That's unsafe. That's why most of the brain damage happened in sparring with 16-ounce gloves.
Baby, bare knuckle.
Yeah. Most of the brain damage happened in sparring.
That bare knuckle shit. I don't want to see.
I look at. You know what, Max? I look at bare knuckle. I look at when one of my favorite chicks is Paige Van Zandt. I've always liked, even though she can't fight worth nothing, I like Paige Van Zandt at all.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm guilty of watching hood fight. I like to see hood scraps. I like to see hood bitches scrap, like the stripper bitches, you know, when they fight.
I hate female fights.
817, you ain't shit, bro.
Yeah.
I like grabbing and hair pulling. I like to see titties and shit.
And DJ, did you know Paige Van Zandt is doing nude modeling now?
It don't shock me. She grasping at something because she sucked at MMA. She sucked at boxing.
She's doing straight nude modeling now. I mean, full frontal, everything.
She can't fucking fight, bro. She gotta.
I agree. She can't fight. I think she's a nice female because when I hear her interview, I think she's
a sweetheart, but she just can't
but man, fight. I like she went straight to the porn industry, like doing new model. I'm like, what?
That's what we're all waiting for. That's it.
Like, who? Crazy.
Listen, she never really moved the needle for me.
You ain't got fake.
She a basic looking white girl to me.
Bro. I know. I'm not saying I'm not attracted to her, but I'm just saying, Paige Van Zandt.
Say, bro, motherfuckers seeing these W2s.
No, I'm not attracted to her.
Hey, they seeing these W2s from what's the name? From OnlyFans. They seeing these W2s.
You talking about Paige Van Zandt, Kyle? Kyle came right back in when the bitches was on her. Who's doing this shit?
Kyle, pull up Paige Van Zandt.
Kyle logged in twice.
I'm my phone. I'm upstairs with my son.
But did you know there's this chick in MMA? And she's fought MMA and kickboxing, but she's never won a fight. There's a chick called Anastasia Bruce, pretty girl. And she's never won a fight in amateur boxing, amateur kickboxing, or amateur MMA. She's never won it. She's like, just never won a fight, period. And she's still fighting. Pretty chick.
Tone Brown, to answer your question, it's either gonna be Makhachev or Beneil Dariush. I think those two need to fight each other, and then whoever wins that fight can get the fight with Charles Oliveira for the championship.
Nah, Islam and Charles right now, and then Dariush, when he gets back, he gets next crack, man. Nobody wants to wait all
Islam had a
year
chance
for
to fight Dos Anjos on a week's notice, and he didn't do it. So
what? He don't need to.
What the
He's
fuck
doing
you
them
mean?
the favor.
He does
He's
need
doing
to.
them the favor. I'm coming on a week notice. He's doing the favor.
But you will fight Bobby Green on a week's notice, but you won't.
That was Bobby Green doing the favor.
Man, you didn't take no damage. You didn't take no damage in that Bobby Green fight, so you still in fight shape.
You have the leverage, though.
You get 2 fights out of one camp. You get 2 fights
they're
out of
calling
one
you to
camp.
save the show, and you're a higher rank. You got the leverage.
Man, he bitched up when Dos Anjos pulled his fucking card. So
who cares? Fighting Dos Anjos just went for his career.
I'm just saying, you had a chance to take that fight. If he was so sweet, I'd have took that fight on a week's notice.
That's all right. He gonna show you what happens with Oliveira. He gonna take that fight with a full camp and do what he do.
Wait a minute. In the UFC, motherfuckers taking the fight with a 2 weeks or a week notice.
All the time.
Yeah,
all the time. Man, say, bro, look here, bro. Wait a minute. These motherfuckers know martial arts, like the amounts of submission holds and kicks and shit. And you mean to tell me these ignorant motherfuckers is going and fighting with a week notice?
Yeah,
bro.
See, that's what I'm saying. They ignorant as fuck.
817, listen to me, bro. UFC 200, right? When John Jones popped dirty for the T-ball shit, right? That was supposed to be when he rematched Daniel Cormier.
Mm-hmm.
They pulled that because I remember that shit because I bought the fucking pay-per-view on Wednesday. I was so hyped for that rematch, right? Bought the fucking pay-per-view on Wednesday. Thursday, John Jones gets pulled from the fight. That same day, Anderson Silva steps in on 2 days' notice and fights Daniel Cormier.
Yeah.
What just happened?
And he hurt Daniel Cormier in the last round.
Hurt Daniel Cormier.
Hurt with a kick to the liver.
Fight.
Sometimes you get these guys like Conor McGregor when he was coming up. This is why Dana loved him so much, right? Dana loves guys that'll fight anybody whenever, whatever time, whenever, you know, whatever he calls on you to fight. That's why he loves Kevin Holland. That's why he loves Cowboy Oliveira. Not Cowboy Oliveira, but Cowboy Cerrone. These guys took fights whenever the fuck. Cowboy would have just gotten choked out fucking 3 days earlier, and 2 weeks later he got another fight.
What the fuck? Nah, bro. And Dana, and from what I understand, right, these cats ain't getting paid major motherfucking dollars, right?
That's why they ready to take those fights.
Mm-hmm.
Man, bro, wait a minute. So what's up on the medicals and shit? What that shit look like?
It's still the athletic commissions. If you get knocked out, you still suspended 90 days.
Mm-hmm.
That's why. But if you get choked out, it's safer for you to just get choked out, for you to just tap. Hey, you got me. I can fight again in 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Or no. I think everybody gets, like, if some certain situations you only get suspended for like a week from the athletic commission. Other situations you get suspended 30 days, and then if you get knocked out, I know it's a minimum of 90 days suspension.
But I mean, my thing is not being able to prepare for a motherfucking style. Because let's say somebody like Khabib, he's scheduled for something big, right? Mm-hmm. And the motherfucker scheduled to fight him fall out. Mm-hmm. And it's like 10 days before the deal. I know Dana not gonna kill the promotion. He not gonna pull Khabib from it either. But to ask a man to go in there and fight a motherfucker like that, you feel what I'm saying? Or fight a motherfucker like an Adesanya with 9 days? Get the fuck out of here! Like even Masvidal, didn't he do that shit with Kobe Covington? Didn't he do that?
No, he did that with Usman the first time. He took the fight on like 6 days notice.
Right, he got that ass beat.
But Nate
Diaz and when he had a full camp, you saw what happened too, right?
Yeah, he got knocked out. Go.
It was worse when he had a full camp.
Yeah,
but I think he was worse off. But I think he was worse off from doing that fight and not having a full camp, and then going to get into another.
Short notice against Conor and won.
Nate Diaz took the fight with Conor. That first fight with Conor, he took the fight with Conor on 11 days notice.
Yep.
And won.
Tapped him out.
So you get situations like the Conor McGregor took the Chad Mendez fight on 10 days notice and won.
Yeah.
So you get situations where some guys take their fight on short notice and win, because not only the guy who's had a full camp he has to adjust to it too.
I guess, just from my boxing background, that shit just don't never play good with a short training camp. We seen it happen to many.
It don't play that good in UFC either.
No. They don't.
Right.
I promise you, 70% of the time, the shit gonna work out for the guy who had a full
camp.
So that's what I'm saying, bro. That's some fucked up shit.
But UFC now in this era. Now they pretty much have an alternate or two already for every big fight.
Right.
Just in case someone gets injured or pops dirty.
Right, like boxing. They keep a couple motherfuckers on standby just in case, you know what I'm saying? Somebody not ready to fight or somebody get an injury, then they already got a couple of guys on deck that,
just like the Pacquiao Ugas fight, that with the Spence with the retina thing.
Right.
Pacquiao, Ugas stepped in and all that.
Right. It's just rare that somebody else big steps in to take the spot in boxing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
UFC happens all the time.
Most title fights, like who was it that one time, man?
Whitaker, Romero.
They had who did they have Michael Chandler weigh in for? They had was it?
Gaethje Khabib.
Was it Gaethje Khabib?
Yeah, Chandler first coming over.
I don't think Michael Chandler was in there yet.
Yeah, no, but he was coming over and he was going to get a direct title shot possibly as a replacement.
But what the UFC will do, right? They'll call a guy, hey, I know you don't have a fight coming up. We got this big fight in 6 weeks. In case one of these guys fall out, I need you to be ready. You know what I mean? And they'll fly the guy out. They'll have him weigh in and everything just in case somebody falls out.
Shit makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. That shit just kind of dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Just to call me. Don't call me say in 9 days, I want you to fight Adesanya. I mean, it's a lot of money on the line. Nigga, that's Adesanya, bro. I ain't gonna come out the same way I went in. Fuck you, man.
Check this out. Hold on, check this out. That's how Michael Bisping won the middleweight championship. Remember?
Yeah.
Michael Bisping was shooting a fucking movie. He was off shooting a movie. And Luke Rockhold was supposed to fight somebody else, but they end up getting injured. And they called Michael Bisping with like 9 or 10 days notice. Hey, you want to fight Luke for the belt? Cool. Fuck yeah, I'll fight Luke for the belt. Goes in there and knocks Luke Rockhold the fuck out and wins the middleweight championship.
I don't know why we feel kind of about it. Because I remember one time I got in a fight on 9 seconds notice and I was not prepared. And nobody felt bad for me. So, you know what I'm saying?
But 817, you got to think back in the day in boxing though, fighters fought like every few weeks. But they fought their walk around weight. Same day weigh-in.
All positive.
So
fuck that shit. In UFC, fighters used to fight tournaments in 1 day, 3 fights.
The old UFC.
Night.
I know. The ones that used to rent on VHS. Yeah, they used to fight 3 or 4 fights.
Man,
you don't know who you fighting in amateur boxing.
You don't know. Yeah. Exactly.
And whatever injury you have your previous fight, you're bringing in about an hour. So ice up.
Ice up.
Hell no. Hell no. Hell no.
But back then, in those tournaments, a lot of those fighters were trying to end fights way earlier so they didn't take too much damage. They were just trying to knock you out. I'm cool. Some of them get in a grueling 3-round fight. Still got 2 more fights if you want to win the championship.
But that is something I want to see brought back, though. I know it never happened.
Me
but I
too.
want to see
1 day tournament.
No. I'm talking about same day weigh-ins. I want to see same day weigh-ins brought back.
Yeah. In all combat sports.
Why?
Because I'm tired of seeing these guys put on 20 and 25 pounds after the weigh-in for the next 24 hours.
Rehydrate. They body like that. Let them.
Yeah. I know. But I'm just saying, though. I mean.
I think
everybody needs to do the hydration test like ONE FC does.
Oh, ONE FC?
Yeah.
Well, they measure the water in your body and they tell you, okay, according to your body, according to your BMI, you're only allowed to safely cut this amount of water in your body. So guess what? You were fighting at 170 before that.
Because that one motherfucker almost died on the scale. They changed all that shit up. That motherfucker said,
I guarantee you, if they brought that shit to boxing, Boots would probably be at 150 right now. Errol would probably be at 154. Virgil would probably be at 175. You never know.
You think Virgil Ortiz is that big? He's that big?
Man, the man is dying trying to make 147. He don't need to try to come back down to 147 at all.
Look, I know that Terrence
Crawford almost died.
When he was at one, Terrence Crawford was at 135. I remember he had posted a picture that he was talking to somebody that he walked around at 178.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
Kamaru Usman fights at 170. He weighs 200 pounds.
Yeah, that's possible. Yeah, I believe that. I believe it. I mean, it's a lot of drying out, man. It's a lot of drying out, man. But it's not safe. It's dangerous.
And another thing that I like about MMA is heavyweights actually have a weight limit.
Oh, yeah.
Heavyweights got to make weight too.
It's still a 65-pound fucking weight class, though.
But listen, everybody today talks about in boxing about how the heavyweights are so much bigger than the guys in the back of the and this is true. But me growing up encountering 60-year-old men, let me tell you, 175-pound man back in the 60s is stronger. The 50s and 60s is stronger than a 225-pound man today. That is not the same because these men were doing back-breaking work back in the day. It is really not the same.
That country strength, man. That shit strength.
It is not the same. I'm telling you, 175 pounds is stronger than 225 today.
In regards to that argument, I kind of see a little bit differently, but I'll say it like this, okay? I feel like the athletes of today have the nutrition and the access to technology and tools that give them physical strength, maximizes their physical strength and abilities. But I will say this, as far as technical ability, you know what I'm saying? They are far behind the previous generation. And I'll just say the heavyweights that we saw of yesteryear, those guys actually could box. You feel what I'm saying? They actually could box. They had skill. They set traps for you. They had a jab. They had a hook. They knew how to work the body. You know what I'm saying? You were actually watching. Back then, you were actually watching heavyweights put it down. That's why heavyweights pretty much rule boxing, right? Those guys had technical skill. Many other guys, we see that. I mean, look, Tyson Fury, I mean, let's give him his credit. As far as boxer-wise, right? Skill-wise, boxer-wise, I mean, he's the epitome of the fucking division. You know what I'm saying?
Usyk,
you know, those are the best.
Frank Sanchez.
Right, the best boxers in the heavyweight dude. Even a guy like Big Baby,
Anderson.
The way he puts together his punches, I mean, it's amazing. People who watch heavyweights now, but us that watched heavyweights before, shit, we've seen a razor Riddick Bowe.
Yeah, we've seen that.
Evander Holyfield.
Holyfield. We've seen countless others. I mean, even your lower level guys, your Ray Mercers, those guys,
they can fight.
Facts. They had the ability to box and to fight. These guys is very few and far between.
Big Time McCline.
Man, they beat the shit out. What's the one that's even fighting on cards? He done had his own card. What Kawanaki done got beat up a few times. Bro, if you dropped his ass in the water back in the 90s and the early 2000s with the heavyweights that we watched, bro, get the fuck out of here, bro. In late 80s, 90s, bro, he getting beat the fuck up. Drop his ass in that water.
To respond to your comment, if I was Jaime Munguia, I would have been in office. I've been in Oscar's office tearing up shit. I'd have threatened him. You cost me a championship fight, and you're gonna put me in here with somebody named Jimmy Kelly. So I mean, my guy L Dub sent me a link earlier to watch one of his fights because I had no idea who the fuck Jimmy Kelly was. Had never heard.
I don't know who he is. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've never heard of him. I don't know. The only Jim Kelly I know is Black Belt Jones.
He couldn't get his ass beat. It really don't matter. But I think they just trying to set Munguia up for whenever Charlo and Triple G and all those guys.
Yeah, why isn't that fight happier? Look, okay, tell me this. Why did the commission stop the Triple G Munguia fight a couple years ago?
I don't know.
Because you remember he wanted to step in and fight Triple G, and then it was like,
probably said hell no. That's right up Triple G's alley. You know, he don't take fights like that.
Mm.
You know,
because that fight would be fireworks. Triple G and Munguia. That'd be fireworks.
Man, Triple G is straight bitch.
Yeah, well, we know that. We know that.
Munguia's ass though.
Bitch made punk.
Munguia's ass though.
No, I don't know, man. Not now. Not now. I think Triple G's he's getting up there in age.
I take Triple G right now over Munguia.
I take Murata over Munguia.
No, man, no way. Munguia hits hard, man.
Munguia ain't shown me shit against nobody of any caliber at all.
Munguia hits hard, man. I mean, he doesn't have the defense, but now there's Triple G.
What's his name, man? Fucking Gabe Rosales, whatever the fuck his name is, man. He didn't want to fight Boo Boo. Yeah, he didn't want to fight Boo Boo. He don't want to fight nobody. He's been mandatory for multiple belts and never gone for a championship.
I'll say this, and this will kind of make me change my tune. He signed to fight Charlo. He wanted that Charlo smoke. Oscar is the one who came in at the 9th hour and clipped that fight. It wasn't Jaime Munguia. So that's what kind of changed my tune a little bit on Jaime Munguia. He signed to fight. Him and Charlo both signed that fight.
Yeah, I don't think Munguia is afraid to fight anybody. I think that's mostly Oscar. I think that's mostly
Oscar don't want his guys fighting for belts, man. That's all it is.
Oscar don't got nobody left. He need to make some money.
Man, he got Zordo. He got
Ramirez,
Ryan, and Jaime Munguia. That's it.
Yeah. How long is he gonna have Ryan? How many more fights has he got Ryan? Because I don't know if Ryan's happy.
Ryan finna get beat the fuck up by Isaac Cruz, so it don't matter.
Man, I'm not sure that fight's gonna take place. I'm not sure that fight's happening.
It might not.
What'd you say?
They already said it's not happening. Ryan and Isaac.
Ryan's the type, he likes to call out everybody in the division, but never can get a fight.
He call out fights he know he can't get. That's why he called them out. He know he ain't gonna get that fight. When Tank told that motherfucker last year, he told Floyd, give him everything he wants. Give him everything he wants. Give him whatever he wants. Just get him in the ring with me. And then once they sent him off, once they sent him an offer, that's when all that Manny Pacquiao shit started coming up. Oh man, I've always wanted to fight Manny. Man, make you a 135er, dog. Manny Pacquiao finna brutally beat the shit out you.
Yeah, I always wondered where that came from, man. I'm like, why would he go see a fight Pacquiao?
He don't really want to fight Tank, bro. Even Oscar, he's not ready for Tank.
I know you don't. I know that's not gonna. I know you don't want to fight Tank.
Name association. He done learned the game.
Right. Name association, i.e. clout chasing.
I mean, he does have 1 million YouTube followers, doesn't he? 1 million, 2 million.
Man,
not YouTube, but on Instagram.
16 to 18-year-old girls ain't buying no fucking tickets.
Right, Instagram followers, yeah.
Them girls that follow him on Instagram ain't buying no fucking tickets. So
yeah, you're right.
Everybody keeps saying he got 10 million followers. I don't give a fuck about these little teenage girls following Ryan.
Yeah, them 10 million followers didn't watch him fight Tego.
Speak on it.
Speaking
of which, has anybody seen the numbers for that Canelo Bivol fight?
No, what up? I haven't seen it.
I don't know. That's why I was asking. Has anybody seen them?
Oh no, I haven't seen them.
I want to know what the cash cow in boxing did when nobody really care about that fight for real, besides hardcore fans.
Yeah, because I'm a lot of Canelo fans. I mean, a lot of casuals didn't know who Bivol was. You know,
they ain't even paying my guy, man. How you gonna get rematch? He can't get paid for his first fight because they're hating on Russians right now.
Right,
that's crazy. They ain't even play his national anthem or nothing.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I was wondering were they gonna play the Russian national anthem. They didn't play it. I saw that.
Player hating, man.
Man, on the cool, Canelo having a hard time dealing with the loss. He getting the ridicule. You know what I'm saying? He getting everything he deserves right now. That's why he can't shake it and can't let it go. But it's supposed to hurt. It's supposed to. You know what I'm saying? For all the bullshit he been doing or whatever. Like I said, the man is a good fighter, bro. He is, and he still got the ability. He still got the opportunity and the ability to make something of his motherfucking legacy. But he gonna have to strap his boots up and get up in there.
Mm-hmm. Did you guys see Teddy Atlas breakdown of the Bivol and Canelo storm? He broke it down how judges pick fights when he said they gave Canelo the first 4 rounds just in case there was an injury or headbutt or something to try to secure him to win. The way he broke it down, like, but there's no way Canelo won the first 4 rounds. There's
The
no
scorecards were all the same, all the way.
Yeah.
All of their scorecards were the same.
Exactly the same.
That shit is crazy to me.
And not just going that way with the Canelo winning the first 4. They had Bivol winning the next 4, which I don't think he won all 4 of those. I think Canelo won one of those.
One of those. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Canelo won 1, 4, and 9, in my opinion.
Facts.
1, 4, and 9.
Thank you. I gave him 3 rounds.
The
most 3 rounds as well.
3 rounds is the most I gave was 3 rounds. 3 rounds is generous. 4, no way. 5, not a chance. There's no way Canelo won 5 rounds. No way.
Not at all.
But like Mick said, that's what the fucked up part was. There was no way that he won all 4 of the first rounds, and he actually won one of the later rounds as well.
Right.
So for their scorecards to be all aligned on those next 4 was some bullshit.
Crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy. I've never seen, and I don't think any time in history anybody's ever seen scorecards like that.
Exactly the same.
Yeah, unless it was a fight that was easily to score, like where everyone's like, "Oh yeah, this guy won."
Well, this fight was easy to score.
Right.
This fight was easy to score.
Yeah, it's pretty. This fight, I don't think there was
many.
What's
going on, bro? How you feeling? How you feeling?
DB.
DB in the building. What's going on, bro?
The rare appearance.
Yes, sir. But there's no way he won more than 3 rounds of that fight, man. But it's all good though. I think he's getting a big piece of that humble pie right now, and it don't taste too good because now he's got to stay at 168.
Yo, did you guys hear the rumor? I'm not sure how true this is. I heard it's only halfway true. That he went vegan. That Canelo went vegan, and he was only eating meat every now and then, very sparingly, but he mostly went vegan for this camp. And
that ass whooping he took.
I don't know. I mean, I'm just saying it might or might not, because if he wasn't eating them tacos.
well, we know what the word. We know what the word taco is the key word for.
But you look at it, right? You look at it, and I've heard people point this out, right? It's like, well, maybe he looked different because this wasn't a WBC or an IBF sanctioned fight where he couldn't wait on his opponent.
Damn.
He couldn't take his shit. So
that's a point.
I'm not saying that, but I've heard it said. It's like, well, it wasn't a WBC sanctioned fight, so he couldn't do whatever he wanted to do.
True, and then he didn't have a rehydration clause either, so Bivol was actually able to get his weight back.
Facts.
Not like he did with Kovalev, and he did with.
But the thing about Canelo, though, man, Jacob. Canelo, I've seen him when he's not training. Canelo, like, he's about 200 pounds too.
Oh yeah,
Canelo.
That's why I didn't buy into that excuse of him.
Yeah.
175 was too big because
Canelo's big, man.
He went up there and knocked out Kovalev, and everybody was kissing his ass for that. So, was good for the goose, was good for the gander. He went up there. I don't know whether he thought
I'll be the first to say I was hating on Bivol. I thought
whoever thought it. Somebody on his team thought that would be a good decision for him. Somebody thought Bivol was sweet. That's all it was. Somebody thought Bivol was sweet, and they went up there and they found out shit didn't go the way they thought it would.
Hey, DB right, everybody running from Boo Boo. Boo Boo is the #1 most duck fighter in all of boxing.
But Boo Boo did back out of the Charlo fight, didn't he?
That shit was never signed.
It was never signed. See,
okay, my bad.
It was never signed. They never signed that fight. Boo Boo was still negotiating. The Charlos had finished. I think Jamel Charlo at the time had finished negotiating. He was gonna get what he was gonna get, and Boo Boo was like, "No, I want more money than this. Y'all want me to? I'm the champion. Y'all are not going to pay Charlo. They was trying to pay Charlo more than they were going to pay him. I'm the champion. What the fuck you mean?
Yeah.
So, that's how that situation went. And then people forget that Billy Joe Saunders popped dirty before he was supposed to.
Yeah, I remember the Billy Joe Saunders fight. I remember that.
Yep.
He popped dirty.
Triple G turned the fight down twice. And then Jamal Charlo won't fight him. Jaime Munguia has been his #1 contender for years. He won't fight him.
Yeah, he don't want to take the fight.
Who?
Chenko didn't want it. Laura didn't want it.
Well, you hear his detractors say, "Well, he called Laura a boring fighter. Why didn't he fight Sandy Laura? Why didn't he fight Derevyanchenko?
Chenko didn't want it.
Man, I'm just.
Or I think Chenko offered, but they wanted to give him a short camp, and he said, "Nah, give me a full camp. I'm down."
And speaking of Derevyanchenko, I scored a Derevyanchenko Triple G fight 8-4 in favor of Derevyanchenko.
Yeah, I had Derevyanchenko winning that fight too.
Yeah, Triple G lost a couple fights, man. Danny Jacobs beat his ass.
Jacobs, yeah.
I think Jacobs won.
Yeah.
So that's why I say he's a straight bitch, man.
I'm gonna tell him to say that DJ for real. If I meet that guy, man. I'm like, yo, Triple G, hey, you know this guy from Alabama named DJ, big old motherfucker? Yeah, he said you a bitch.
Straight bitch. He, who's this guy? Who's this guy?
I'm gonna give Triple G your IG, man, so you can meet up with you. Location.
Give it to him. Boost my profile and shit.
Location, man. Same location.
I cam up and I tell him you a straight bitch. Think you a straight bitch, homie. You was willing to fight. You was willing to fight. I say this out. I'll go to my grave saying this shit. You was willing to go down 2 weight classes and fight Floyd Mayweather. Kell Brook, you was willing to fight Kell Brook, who jumped up 2 weight classes, but you wouldn't jump up 1 weight class and fight Zordo and Andre Ward. Damn, you a straight bitch.
Hey, DJ, what if he tells you, but I'll move up 6 weight classes and fight your big ass?
as long as he understands we fighting. Okay, we fight.
We're not boxing. We're fighting.
When I grab your motherfucking ass and choke the shit out you, I want to feel them hooks then. When I got my hands around your fucking throat, I want to feel them hooks then, sir.
Hey, he ain't ready for your headbutt. I'll tell you that much.
Right. I know you're trying to make a joke, but right when I bust this shit open from a headbutt,
with some headbutt.
Boo Boo, my guy DB said Boo Boo, EJ, Mel, Deb, Shakur, Boots, Cool Boy, that's the crim. Absolutely, all them guys have been on my except for Boo Boo. All of those guys have been on my my pound for pound list. I could never understand. I could never understand why Jermell Charlo had 3 belts and went on nobody pound for pound list.
Why is Lomachenko still ranked?
Lomachenko does not need to be on there at all.
Why is he ranked so high in the pound for pound list?
Who's that?
Even be on it.
Lomachenko.
I don't understand this love affair that people have with Lomachenko, because a lot of his career, even though he's had some good wins in his pro career, a lot of his career was based off him having over 400 amateur fights. Beating up 19-year-olds. So
and that's why
kids fresh out of high school, they was just like they prom 18 months ago, and you beat them up.
I don't know, bro.
This is why
girls beat my ass out there.
This is why I had no respect for this. Now I love Cuban fighters, but you have to look the Cuban fighters. These guys, a lot of these guys have fake birth certificates. Let's go and put that out there. but these Cuban fighters, man, these 30-year-old men beating up on teenagers in the amateurs,
right?
And then they turn pro. By the time they turn pro, they're too old. That's why they're up there in age.
He's a man.
That's why you got a guy like Lomachenko who's 35 years old.
Yeah.
And I think he's got 15 pro fights?
Yeah.
15, 16 pro fights, something like that.
All those amateur fights, man. You fighting
Derevyanchenko, he's what, 34, 35 years old. He's got 17 pro fights. Hell, even Usyk. Usyk is 34, 35 years old and got less than 20 pro fights.
Yeah.
So these guys stay in the amateurs so long because they pay for they're state sponsored. They get paid to fight in the amateurs. They pay for everything. They pay for their training.
So here's my question: what's the difference between continuing to fight in amateurs and fighting younger people, whatever, and then or building yourself up and fighting a bunch of fucking nobodies in Mexico that no one's ever fucking heard of?
I feel like that was a shot at Devin Haney.
Well, you got to think a lot of Cubans can't turn pro. A lot of Cubans couldn't turn pro unless they left their country. And then once they leave and they turn pro, a lot of them couldn't go back. So that was also a problem because you have in the 70s, everybody wanted to see Teofimo Stevenson against Muhammad Ali. There's a Cuban guy, the Cuban amateur that never turned pro, kept winning gold medals. And then you got Felix Savon in the 90s. He kept winning gold medals, but he never turned pro. So. That's the thing with the Cubans, man. I mean, they take pride in fighting for their country.
But I'm saying, if the goal is to get experience to eventually get to a championship level, then what difference does it make if you stay amateur for a while or you get 50 wins against nobody? Like when Canelo started getting mentioned around Trout, he ain't fought nobody. Motherfucker was 50-0 or some shit. Julio Cesar Chavez.
I think he was 42-0. I think he was 42-0.
Yeah, but like you can't name one person he beat. Not one. Yeah, maybe the dude that gave me tacos the other day.
I think he did beat now was the Shane Mosley fight before or after Trout?
After.
Okay. You got a point.
I think he beat Miguel Cotto's brother before.
Yeah, he got rocked in that fight.
And Ricky Hatton's brother.
He got rocked in the first round of that fight against Cotto's brother.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those are his biggest claim to fame at that point in time, and he was trying to get a Mayweather fight off that.
Well, he got it. he got
it because Mayweather said he had to fight Trout.
But since then, Max, Devin Haney has been through a tournament to try to get a title shot versus Lomachenko, and Lomachenko went and sat on the shelf and got franchised. The situation that we in now. So
no, I'm not dissing Devin Haney, or I'm not even dissing Canelo or Julio. What I'm saying is like, what's the difference? Like what who cares if someone stays longer in amateurs or someone just comes out early and gets a bunch of nobody fights? Like they're both trying to just build experience until they get a championship fight.
That's actually a good point. That is a decent point because if you got a guy that's 50 and hasn't fought anybody versus a guy that turns pro and he's fought 3, because I give Lomachenko credit. His second fight was against Salido. I give him credit for that. That was his second fight. You
should never got that third for a title.
Because Lomachenko's first fight was on the Mayweather Pacquiao undercard. A lot of people forget that because I remember wanting to see that fight. And a lot of people didn't know who it was when I was at a fight party. But I give him credit for the second fight being against Salido because that wasn't an easy fight. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that is a pretty good point because sometimes you look at fighters like even Ramirez. Look at Ramirez's record. Versus Ramirez, he's like 45-0, 44-0, something like that. Okay, 42-0.
42, 43-0, something like that.
Yeah. He doesn't really have.
I mean, the man's been trying to get a Bivol fight. I know he's been trying to get a Bivol fight for like 2 years now. So when these guys think that they're on that level and they start trying to get the fight with the champions and the champions are tied up or they don't want the fight, what else do you expect these guys to do?
Yeah.
And then my other argument
Andrade is the perfect example for that. What do you expect this man to do? Like when you hear people saying he's ducking Janabek, who's fighting this weekend. Well, shit, I've been trying to unify the division for like at least the past 5 years, and these other champions won't fight me. What the fuck y'all expect me to do? Keep staying down here fighting mandatories? No, I'm gonna move up. Why am I killing myself to make 160? And I'm not gonna get to fight another champion. I might as well move up and put myself in a position to win a third division.
But the other argument with the amateur shit is like in some cases like they do stay forever and fight amateur forever. But then when people want to bring up this, so and so beat so and so in the amateurs, so and so beat so and so in the amateurs back then. The amateurs like all of a sudden it means something when it's
I never even
Danny Garcia beat Bud in the amateurs. Like
I never entertained someone beat someone in the amateurs because the Cubans beat everybody in the amateurs.
Right? Go ahead, Adrian.
John Porter fought Usyk in the amateurs. Shit.
Yeah, he did beat Usyk in the amateurs, but I never mentioned like such and such beat such and such in the amateurs because the Cubans beat everybody in the amateurs. The Cubans like I forgot his name. The guy that fought Jorge something that beat Riddick Bowe in the amateurs, a Cuban fighter. And when Riddick Bowe fought him as a pro, he destroyed him. That was a big thing. Like that's a big thing. Like he beat Riddick Bowe in the amateurs.
All that matters is the big stage, man. What are you doing? The lights is on.
Exactly.
Yeah, but Max, you notice the guys that you're naming, they're all the same fucking age. Like when people say Ugas beat Bud in the amateurs, Ugas is 35, Bud is 34. Like when people say Gary Antoine Russell beat Boots twice in the amateurs. Well, Antoine Russell's 24 and Boots is also 24. So these are guys that have come up together. These are guys who have come up together. It's not like Lomachenko beating fucking somebody Lomachenko's age beating fucking Keyshawn Davis who was 19 years old. You ain't got a fucking 27-year-old beating up on a 19-year-old. That's the shit that bothered me.
Yeah.
Hey man, when I was 19, I always was getting beat on by 27-year-olds. Man, don't give a fuck about me.
And DJ, they're probably not even 27. Them Cuban birth certificates. I'm telling you, man, they're probably not even 20.
That reminds me of when Derek Lewis, before the first time Derek Lewis and Francis Ngannou fought, right?
Yeah.
Derek Lewis said, "I want to." He like, "I want to fight him before he turns 50." It's like, no, Francis is only 33. So y'all say.
Because you know.
Saying, where the fuck were you guys when I was fucking 12 years old getting beat up by my 30-something-year-old father's straight hands, bro? Where were you guys then? Where was my concern? Y'all motherfuckers
somebody should be somewhere calling the police.
Yeah,
you wasn't shooting with me shooting in the
gym. Hey, do you believe that? Now he's one of my favorite fighters, but do you believe that Rigondeaux is actually 40 years old?
Hell no, that motherfucker's 68.
Rigondeaux, I'm telling you, Rigondeaux has to be about 46 or 47, man. There's no way this man is 40 years old, man.
Hey, you can see in his face that he's been through some life.
Yeah, and the same thing with what's my man name that Deontay Wilder knocked out twice? Yeah, Ortiz. Yeah, Luis Ortiz. Yep. There was rumors came out that one of Ortiz's old partners in Cuba said he was like 44 years old or something, 45 years old.
Yoel Romero. Him and Yoel Romero came up together, and Yoel said,
I think Yoel Romero was a science experiment, bro. I'm convinced he was a science experiment.
Yeah, you heard that doctor said. I'll get to that in a second, but him and Yoel Romero came up together, and Yoel Romero is like 45, 46 now.
Yeah.
And so what they saying? How do they saying King Kong is now? 42, 43?
Yeah.
That's believable.
No, but years ago they were saying he was 44. This was like a few years back.
Oh, okay. So
you know what I'm saying? A couple years ago they were saying he was 44.
He's probably damn near 50 right now.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that's what they were saying.
I know Yoel Romero said him and King Kong Ortiz came up together in the same system. So he was wrestling and King Kong was boxing. So yeah, I mean,
because you know there's an amateur boxing, there's an age limit. There is an age limit on amateur boxing. So that's why
40?
Yeah, no, I think it's like in the 30s. It's like in the 30s. There's a limit of the 30s. It's in the 30s because I remember what's his name? Lawrence Claybay. He was pretty old in the 2000 Olympics. Lawrence Claybay, 2000 or 2004. But he was like 30 years old. So I think it's like in the 30s, like is the limit. Or probably 40 in the mid 30s, 40s. But that's why I always say these Cuban birth certificates.
I could have been beating up some teenagers right now, man.
Right.
Yeah, it's in the 30s. But these Cuban birth certificates, man, I've always had
DJ,
that joke.
You could have been out there just winging them things on these little kids.
Right. I can go hard. I can go hard for 4 rounds.
Hey, yeah, now you can clinch and lay.
You got to think about Felix Savon. He won 3 gold medals in the Cuban heavyweight. He won 3 gold medals.
That's why it's more impressive that Clarissa Shields won 2 and she's still barely like 24 right now.
Well, Rigondeaux.
He's 26.
Rigondeaux won 2.
Yeah, but he came in. What I'm saying is, Clarissa won 2
and won the world championships. I think she won the world championships twice, which is harder because everybody in the world is there. So it's not just the Olympics where.
That's why she's the fucking GOAT, man. She's the GOAT.
Absolutely. Undisputed in 2 different weight classes, unified in 3.
I like Clarissa Shields.
Think about all the girls she's beat. Think about all the women she's beaten. She beat Franchon Cruz, Anna Gabriels, Christina Hammer. You know what I mean? Who else? What's the other girl name? Shit, man, I had her at the tip of my tongue, but she's beaten nothing but champions. She's beaten nothing but champions in her past in her 11-12 fights. Let me look up her box.
But right. DJ, you know the most impressive thing about what Clarissa Shields is doing is not that who she beat, but it's what they did after she beat them. So the girls, Franchon Cruz is now unified champion.
Undisputed.
Undisputed.
She's undisputed.
Undisputed champion. And Hannah Gabriels is a heavyweight champion now. You didn't know that, did you? She's a heavyweight champ.
Yeah.
And Clarissa Shields beat her.
Absolutely. Hannah Gabriels, Hannah Rankin.
Yep.
Like Clarissa Shields only 12-0.
What's her name just beat?
Who?
12-5.
So Savannah Marshall just beat?
Yeah, Clarissa had already beaten her.
I know, she already beat her. Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, DeCare, she beat DeCare. I think DeCare is a champion right now. Yeah, DeCare is a champion.
That's even more impressive. Like the girl she's beating, what they're doing after her. So that's even more impressive.
She's beat half of her record as champions.
I'm gonna skate out on y'all, man. It was a pleasure. I got some company coming over. I gotta go watch my balls.
Well, you ain't finna do nothing jack off.
You know, I don't want to give her
no. You been thumbing through that video, man. Video you like, man. You know what I'm saying?
Don't tell me I'm about to go jack off after I spent an hour and a half talking to you men, bro. I'm not in that mood. That's not.
You know why you turn the camera off, Max? We know why you turn the camera off, bro.
I'm right here, DJ. I'm right here. I know how. I'm right here, bro.
Ooh, I'm gonna get on your fucking hairline. I'm gonna get on your hairline in a little bit, but it's all right though.
I still got the hair to have the hairline. You know me?
Hey.
You know what? Hey, I'm gonna
got that Keith Thurman shit, don't
it? First thing I'm doing, I'm dipping you. First thing I'm doing, I'm dipping you. Double A black.
It's all good, man. We probably about to wrap it up here anyway, man. I appreciate everybody.
Love. I'll be back on tomorrow with y'all, man.
All right, man.
Always good, all positive. I holler at you, dog.
All right, man. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, DJ. All right, Kyle, you probably sleep already, but you know, you tell your light skin ass too, man.
Kyle hanging out somewhere. My guy DB came through with the surprise visit. And shout out to my guy DB.
I'm just gonna say this before I go.
Shout out to you.
I'm gonna say this before I go. Anyone that has Google, anyone that has Google, look up Pimp C and then put it next to Kyle and tell me that Kyle's not his illegitimate son. Just tell me that. That's all I'm gonna say.
Bye, Max.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Bye, Max. Bye, Max. But yeah, man, Nardi Cash, Dorian Burnett, Victor Granillo, Lance Meyer, Taylor Bell. My guy Taylor Bell came through. Let me see. Picasso came through. Pound for Pound Sports. Thank you.
Yo, why does Kyle have two boxing section things up?
One of them is his phone, and the other one is his laptop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Jason Brown. Thank you for coming through, man. CEO Fight Talk. Thank you for coming through, man. Yeah, thank everybody for coming through tonight, man. This was a good show. Ricky Williams, 817. Appreciate everybody for coming through, man, giving us y'all insight, giving us y'all opinion. T-Berry, thank you. You know, we just we steady growing, man. We steady growing, keeping this channel rocking. I appreciate everybody for coming through, man. We're gonna go ahead and shut it down for tonight.
Yep.
We'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow will be Women's Wednesday. We're gonna have the ladies come through and we're gonna talk through a couple issues. I'll try to chime in if I can, but you know, I'll be back in the trap tomorrow, so we'll see what happens. But I'll definitely try to come in, man. We're gonna have the ladies come in and speak on some current events or speak on one of the subjects that we touched on last week was, can men and women really be friends, or can you really be friends with your ex? So that's one of the subjects we're gonna tap in about with tomorrow.
I'm friends with my co-host. And my co-host, but my co-host, we're close friends. They're like my best friend, man. One of my best friends, not my best, but one of my best friends, man.
Yeah, I'm friends with my ex, man. We real cool. You know, we understand that, you know, our relationship, albeit it was a long time ago, we've both grown since then, and we realized where we were in at that time in our life, that we were good for each other then, but things ran its course, and you know, I was an asshole, and it just it just didn't work out, man. But in the end, it worked out for the both of us, because she has a happy, loving relationship right now, and I have the same. So
that's good.
You know, so we're both at a good place in our life now where we can be friends. She's one of my closest friends, man. We call and talk to each other every few days or whatever. Just tap in, see how each other's doing, and we have some interesting debates and some good conversations. So I'm gonna try to get her to come back in tomorrow. She's been on the show before, but I'm gonna try to get her to come back in tomorrow, and we'll see how everything plays out, man. But I appreciate everybody for coming through tonight. I'm pretty sure Kyle appreciates everybody for coming through. Y'all know he already went sleepy night, so we'll go ahead and call it a night. Thank y'all for coming in and tuning in to the boxing section. As always, peace.
All right, peace, blessings.
Got the roots, he let the beats build, bitch, and we never switch. Even if I'm rich, I'll be broke like I'm Mitch. Niggas talking down, but that's headed in the wrong direction. But I knock that shit out like the boxing section, cause they can't touch what they can't see. All I gotta do is be the same me. All I gotta do is keep it G, always be the same me. While I'm solid, boy, they can't change me. No.